Tomorrow with sunny skies. I'm Brenda Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Taking a Walk Podcast.
I'm Buzz Knight, host of the Taking a Walk podcast. Step with us into the world of music. I bring you up-close conversations with new and legendary musicians. For one of the best music interview podcasts, listen to Taking a Walk on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
KRFX HD2 Denver.
KHOW Denver. This is 630 KHOW, Denver's talk station, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.
ABC News, I'm Sherry Preston.
Walk
A major
on the
ruling
iHeartRadio
with
app
major
or wherever you get your
implications. The Supreme
podcasts.
Court has struck down most of the tariffs that President Trump imposed when he took office for his second term. ABC national correspondent Stephen Portnoy has more on what it means.
The court's bottom line is that the president cannot impose tariffs on his own, that Congress has to specifically authorize him to do it. The administration had argued that a 1977 law gave the president the power, but Chief Justice John Roberts, the court's 3 liberals, and 2 of Trump's own appointees said, no, it doesn't. The ruling invalidates the reciprocal tariffs the president has imposed under that law, and it could result in demands for more than $140 billion in refunds by importers who've paid the duties.
The 3 justices who dissented were Alito, Thomas, and Kavanaugh. Much of the president's foreign policy has been based on the tariffs, not just trade deals, but peace deals as well. This is ABC News. A big new banner now flying at the Justice Department. ABC's Jay O'Brien says it represents a major shift in how the Department of Justice operates.
This is a banner emblazoned with President Trump's face with the words, "Make America Safe Again." It's right outside the DOJ. There is no other documented example that we can find of something like this at the Department of Justice. And it's one of the most prominent instances of how the president has continued to erode the separation that's supposed to be between the DOJ, which is designed for decades to be apolitical, and the White House.
Crews near Lake Tahoe hope the weather will allow them to resume efforts to find the one person still missing after that avalanche took the lives of 8 skiers whose bodies still must also be recovered. At the Winter Olympics, Norway has won its 17th gold medal, breaking the most golds won in a single Winter Games. Norway had also set the record at the 2022 Beijing Olympics with 16 gold medals. I'm Sherry Preston, ABC News.
Since the moment you were born, I've made 1,000 wishes. Wishes for your future. In a world that's changing fast. For all of the things you may one day do play, and laugh. Do win and lose. Do learn from your mistakes. And challenge yourself to grow. Do not be afraid. Or make decisions based in fear. Do it all with confidence and with kindness and strength. Do call your mom and ask her for advice. And always do your best to remember that no matter what you do in this life,
Thank you.
what matters to me is that you keep doing. I love you always, Mom. Inspire kids to do at 4h.org.
KHOW News Time, 10:03.
A Denver Addiction and Mental Health Foundation is under fire, accused of spending thousands of taxpayer dollars on alcohol and food. The Denver auditor also says the Caring for Denver Foundation is not vetting groups before handing over money, and in one case doled out money to a director facing allegations of domestic violence. Executive Director Lorez Meinhold defends the nonprofit's choices.
Grant making, whether that be city, state, federal level, we do organizational checks. So we look at the legal and financial history of the organization, not of the individuals employed within the organization.
Denver voters approved a 1/4% sales tax increase in 2018 to establish the Caring for Denver Fund to help people with mental health and substance abuse issues. Changes are coming for a popular route near Washington Park. A temporary project along Alameda between Franklin and Lincoln Streets will reduce the traffic flow to one lane in each direction with a lane for left turns. That's the latest. I'm Brenda Stewart.
Now, Impact Traffic.
Well, the freeways remain completely wide open. I mean, it's light traffic, but we have a crash up north, southbound 25 at Thornton Parkway. It looks like it's going to be the left lane there, and it's actually jamming back to 104th Avenue. So a bit of a delay there, unfortunately. Let's see, we've got one also that's coming in. This is going to be Smoky Hill and Wagon Trail Parkway. That's just east of Buckley. And if you're heading into the foothills, I-70, in fact, into Idaho Springs there at the Central City Parkway, got a big crash also, and that's actually tying up the drive. With traffic, I'm Jonathan Steele.
This report is sponsored by Taking a Walk Podcast.
I'm Buzz Knight, host of the Taking a Walk podcast. Step with us into the world of music that bring you up-close conversations with new and legendary musicians. For one of the best music interview podcasts, listen to Taking a Walk on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey, it's Gina. Selecting the right real estate agent is crucial. Choosing the wrong agent could cost you thousands. Just ask Grant, who said Gay Ribble is the best I've ever worked with. She came in with a clear strategy, professional staging advice, and top-notch marketing that made my home stand out. Within days, we had multiple offers all over asking price. Selling a home could be stressful, but Gay Ribble made it feel effortless. This is common when you call Gay Ribble and Empower Home Team with Keller Williams. They sell a home every 5 hours and net their sellers over $30,000 more dollars on average. That's because of their exclusive database of over 16,300 pre-screened buyers that are ready to buy a home today. They're so confident in their abilities that if your home doesn't sell, Gay Ribble will buy it at a price agreeable to you. Call 833-453-SOLD. That's 833-453-SOLD, or visit gayhasthebuyers.com, GAYE-hasthebuyers.com.
Address hair loss with the same simple one-day treatment I received. AdvancedHair.com.
Here's what's happening.
British police are conducting a raid on the home of former Prince Andrew.
Called the Border Peace. An easy word to say, but a hard word to produce.
Check in often.
A lot of this is clearly political.
I'm trying to find her.
It's the Dan Kapla Show. Afternoons 4 to 6.
Friday at 4, we spend a lot of time talking about the threats to you and your family, your job from AI. But Friday, let's focus on some of the good things that are going to come out of AI for you and your family. Join me.
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can.
You're up.
Gonna help the common man.
All right. This is the Troubleshooter Show.
That's right.
Now, Tom Martino.
Hey, Tom Martino here. It's car day. That means we're going to talk about cars, maintenance and repairs, buying and selling, insuring, whatever. We'll also talk about other problems. We never have, a day where we shut out anyone. So I welcome you one and all, our audience who are listening to us. And many of you stream us. So many people stream us. Our audience doubles or triples really with streaming. Excuse me, not with streaming, with downloading. Some people download us later on and listen at a later date. No matter when you're listening, this is what I love. You can be part of the show by calling 303 Martino right now. If you're on the treadmill, you're watching or listening, and you want to get a hold of us, 303 Martino, 303-627-8466. That number automatically comes to the studio when we're on the air, and then it goes to the voicemail when we're not on the air, and then we call you back. Kachina Kalori or someone will call you back and say, hey, let's get you on the show. So make sure you always use the phone number if you do that for us, okay? Leave your phone number. Kevin Calkin is with me from Sheridan Auto Tech, and we're just talking about pre-buy inspections and when you should do them. And one thing that came up in discussion is when you're selling a car, you want to make sure the car is in basic condition to sell, but there's no reason for you to be overly meticulous on getting that car checked out. Somebody who will remain nameless right now went to him and said, I'm selling this car and I'd like to do a pre-sell inspection. Kevin, you thought that kind of is a weird idea, and so did I.
It's not common. Yeah, it's not at all.
Why do you think it's weird? I know why I think it's weird. Why do you think it's weird?
I mean, you know what you know about the car, and if you don't know, you don't know. So, I mean, let the buyer figure out if the car is worth the money he's willing to pay.
So what are you going to do? You're going to take the selling checklist and say, here is what I had done, and then you're taking a stand. See, here it can't help you. Let's say we give him your checklist that you did. and you try to do a great job, but you don't get everything. Something goes wrong with the car. They come back and say, you said this was checked out. Exactly. They might even go directly to you and complain. Yep. Or let's say you don't give them the report, but you just say, look, I had this car checked out. There's nothing wrong with it. Or this is the only thing wrong with it or whatever. And it turns out to be more. Again, you have a problem, because when you sell as is, that doesn't mean you get away with everything. When you sell as is, there are a few things that car must have. First, it has to be able to pass emissions, unless it's a towaway. So if you sell it as is, it has to be able to pass emissions. Number two, or have so much left on the emissions, I believe. I don't want to get into all that. Number two, you can't knowingly lie or misrepresent about it. So when we say as is, we should say as represented. So if you say it's as is on the bill of sale, but you told them you had new brakes, it better have new brakes. That is what's called a point of sale. You see, verbal contracts are not enforceable, but promises are if you can prove they were made. If I bought a used car from you and you said to me, new brakes, and there are no new brakes, I can make a case that you need to provide me new brakes. So if you get a car checked out and you say, this is the only thing wrong with it, guess what? You're on the hook if there's more wrong with it. So it's not a good idea if you can have a pre-sale or pre-sale inspection for yourself, but don't share it with anyone. By the way, let's talk to Corey. Our number I should give you, I gave you Martino, 303 Martino, 303-627-8466. And our studio line for iHeart is 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. Hello, Corey. Welcome to the show. What's going on? Corey. I believe Corey's on. Are you there, Corey? I'm sorry.
Hello?
Yes. Hi, Corey. What's happening?
Hi. How are you? Good morning.
Good, man. What's going on?
Good. I was trying to get on your referral list. I'm wanting to get my house painted, but I couldn't really find anything for northern Colorado.
What?
I'm in Greeley.
How north? Greeley, is it?
Yeah, Greeley.
Now, is it a whole house?
Yeah, we want to get the whole exterior of the house painted.
I believe Steve the painter, Star Quality Painting, I believe he would go there for a bigger job. Have you ever, now, if not, he might know someone, but that's what I would go to. I'm trying to find his number here. But Steve the painter, awesome. He's a great guy. And I think he will go out of his area if it's a big enough job. And he does make exceptions. What I love about him is let me find him right here. I'm going to put in here. And we'll find him, and then I'll give you that number. So, what kind? Tell me what kind of paint you're looking at. He'll have some great recommendations for you. Here it is, Steve the Painter, Star Quality. Can you write the number down or not?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, it's 303 948 8765.
8765. Okay.
How long has it been? I'm curious. How long has it been since you repainted?
We bought the house 7 years ago, and it hasn't been painted. And I don't know the last time it got painted.
How old is the house in general?
It was built in 97.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
There's been I know it's been painted since then. I just don't know exactly how long it's been.
Okay. Now give Steve a try, and anyone listening, he's a great guy. There's another place I would check too. Okay. And I don't know if they go to Greeley, but K&H Home Solutions, they have what's called K&H Painting Pros. And so they're easy. I'm going to give you that number. That's K&H Windows. They used to be. They're K&H Home Solutions because they do window siding, doors, and more. They do like these beautiful home additions, these patios that are just gorgeous. Okay, so they're at 303 421 7,100. 7,100.
Awesome. Yeah, I know you guys do mainly like the Denver area. I was just wondering if you had any.
No. We do. We're of course in the Springs, and then we do have people that go up north. So thank you very much for thanks, Corey. Priscilla.
I appreciate.
What's that? Okay, yeah. Thank you.
I appreciate it. Thank
all
you.
right, bro. All right. Priscilla, welcome to the show. What's going on, Priscilla? We got a little crosstalk going on. Hi, Priscilla. What's happening? Okay. We're having a little. Yeah. Hi, Priscilla. What's happening?
I said, thanks for taking my call. I listen to you all the time. We gifted our 2020 Subaru Outback to our 17-year-old son last week.
It's a Did you say it's a 2020?
Yep.
Okay. Got it. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's got 92,000 miles on it. Great car. No problems. Always maintained it. We bought it new. He had a scholarship interview up in South Dakota on Friday, so he drove it up there. He was coming back through Wyoming on cruise control. RPMs, he said, went up to like 6,000, engine disengaged, stopped cold. So we thought, after we got it towed to the dealership in Cheyenne for like $600.
Ouch.
Because we thought that it was the transmission.
So it was towed. It was $600 for the tow.
Yep, it was in the middle of nowhere in Wyoming.
And it's so okay. So in nowhere, Wyoming, you go to a Cheyenne shop.
Yes.
Okay, tell me what's going on.
Well, they looked at it and they said on my email I sent what they sent. They said it was a...
Oh, you sent us in. Hey, Kachina, did you send me her email? I'll look at it during the break.
Okay, let me see.
Okay, hold on, Priscilla. I got Kevin Calkin here, and we'll take a look at this. I'm Tom Martino, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Here's what I want to tell you. Frank Duran, therealestateman.com, will do a market evaluation of your home for the asking. Now, so many people heard him on the show the other day, and they said, how do I get this? You just call him. And honest to God, it's free. Now, it's not an appraisal. It's better. It's what he thinks it will sell for. And he does a detailed analysis. So here's his number, 303-920-1622. It's free, no obligation. Frank Duran, therealestateman.com.
iHeartRadio.
Okay, you send that to me, I'll get it.
Olympic veterans Alana Myers-Taylor and Callie Armbruster-Humphreys are among 6 Americans in today's two-woman bobsled. The two have combined for 11 Olympic medals. Armbruster-Humphreys says she continues to prove herself.
You know, as soon as you reach 40, it's all downhill from there. And I think Alana and I are both proof that that's not true.
Meanwhile, the Team USA men's hockey team faces Slovakia in the Olympic semifinals today.
For NBC's live coverage from Italy, search Olympics on the free iHeartRadio app.
Okay, I love talking about Gravinas. Why? Well, heritage, older than 60 years. The granddad started it, then Larry took it over from his dad, and now Nick is running it for Larry, his father, and they're on 950 West Evans, and they have a huge selection of windows, 50 lines. They have siding and doors as well, and they can do your dream house. They can do your fix and flip or your rental. They have fiberglass windows, vinyl windows, all manner of doors. But what I really love is they have knowledge and experience to give you the right stuff and to counsel you. Call 303-GRAVINA. You can trust them. 303-GRAVINA or gravinas.com. Hey, if you want to be a landlord, but you don't want the risks and the hassles and all of that. First of all, you don't want to be a landlord in Colorado. Terrible market for being a landlord. This is what Vestera does. They research good markets to be a landlord. Then they help you find homes in those good markets. They're buying brokers. Then they help you find rentals. They help you with the rental through management companies that they're affiliated with to rent it out. You're almost hands off. In fact, I have 4 houses and I never do anything. And they take care of it. They hold my hand and then eventually will help me sell for profit. If you want this kind of assistance, go the Vistera way. VisteraTurnkey.com, 303-888-3788, 888-3788. Did you send that to me?
Hi, I'm Gary.
Who's on the board today? I sense somebody's new.
It's Zach.
Okay, hi, Zach. Hey, did you send me that diagnosis?
Well, I sent her the initial
Okay,
email.
I got it.
She didn't attach anything.
Oh, she didn't. Had it towed to Cheyenne. Dealership estimate is $9,000 for replacing the engine.
What?
A new one would be to repair the current engine is $9,000. For a brand new one, it's $20,000. The mechanic found a used one. The other mechanic. Okay, so we'll do this now. Now I know what's going on.
Hey, Tom.
Yes.
Just
I thought you were coming over to see me.
No, I totally forgot. So I came into the studio by mistake. But
Okay.
I'm here. I'm in the studio.
Thanks. So Priscilla, they said the engine is shot. So is she going to send us the invoice? What would be $9,000 to repair the existing one?
I don't know. The 20 just seems ridiculous. I guess brand new, but
that's a car dealer too, for God's sakes.
Yeah, you don't really need a new.
Her mechanic says $6,000 with a used one. They better do something.
Yeah, but what caused it to run up is more the issue.
Yeah.
The end result may be an engine, but the engine didn't cause itself to go to $6,000.
Anybody hear from Bo? He was supposed to come in.
11 a.m.
Is he coming here or there?
Studio.
Okay. Hey, morons. Any of you are welcome in to see the show. You can be our common man for the day. Is that Corvette in good shape?
Oh, it's just got age to it. It's not restored. It was parked for a long time. So you got leaks and stuff that are real common for that, exactly what you would expect.
Good morning, Tom Martino.
I
Show.
love
The
new Corvettes are absolutely fucking gorgeous.
They are.
They are
and
real.
Performance. I'm not mature enough for those.
Stephanie says, Tom, if you get one, it's so stupid to see an old man get out of a Corvette. That's all you see.
Yeah, that's all that buys it. Yeah, there's nothing, but you have to crawl out. Yeah, it's way down there.
Okay.
She thinks it's funny. She goes in Arizona.
Hold on one second.
All these old men are riding around.
Hold on. All right. So you're saying, when was this call? Are you talking about yesterday or this call we had earlier this morning? talk to Tom about it. What's your first name, sir? And you had a comment about landline and internet?
Hey, Tom Martino here. Welcome to the show. Priscilla, we did get your email, but you didn't attach any invoice to it. But bottom line, we kind of get the gist of this. The car broke down. You had it towed to a dealer. The dealer is saying to fix that, it's going to be $9,000 to fix the engine. And then also a new one would be 20. Your mechanic said they can put a used one in with 57,000 miles on it for $6,000. What I want to know, Priscilla, is did anyone give you the diagnosis? What did they say was wrong with it? Why did it rev? And did they say what was wrong with it? Because I'm questioning whether you need an engine or not. I don't know.
Well, it may need the engine, but what caused it?
Yeah. What did cause it? Did they ever tell you that?
Down.
Okay.
And,
we missed the we missed the whole first couple of sentences. I think somebody's on Quaaludes working the phones. So you said it broke down. So did they give you the reason?
No, they want 2,300 to give us a reason.
Wait a minute. So then how? Wait. Then why do they say you need a whole engine and it's going to be? How can they say it's going to be $9,000 to fix that engine if they want 2,300 to tear it down?
Yeah, on a subsequent email, I did an attachment of a screenshot. They said its engine has suffered catastrophic failure.
Okay.
The engine does not rotate smoothly by hand, metal particulate, and oil filter.
So
and
it's seized.
Yeah, the motor shell, and that's a given.
So why would you ever have it torn down, for God's sake?
No reason, but I mean, you can't just drop an engine in.
No.
The transmission, 90% probably caused the engine failure.
What?
The transmission downshifted.
That's what we're saying.
You think so?
Absolutely. It's a CVT.
Do you think that's going to need? Listen to this. That's going to be crazy on a 2020 car if she has to invest in both an engine and a transmission. Oh my God!
Well, you have to consider that before you invest in the engine. Something caused it, and it's not something small. I guarantee you.
And if I can add, the CVT valve box is on an extended warranty from Subaru.
Yeah, but that wouldn't cover the engine. That wouldn't cover the engine. It would cover the transmission.
But they're saying it's not the CVT valve box.
Well, we don't know what it is. I don't trust that dealer.
Right.
That dealer basically didn't do anything except eyeball it. And they tried to crank it. They just tried to turn it and they eyeballed it. Priscilla, you're going to have to get it out of there. And my God, you're going to be more in tow bills than the car's worth. You may want to junk the car. I don't know how much you got into this car right now. Like you gave it to your son. Did you guys have a lot of money into that car? You may truly, Kevin, don't you think it's getting to a point she might want to junk it? Let's say she has to invest $12,000 to fix the transmission and the engine. About 12.
Yep.
Okay. Is it worth 12, that 2020 Outback?
It's hard to buy one for 12.
Now,
with 90,000, it's still low mileage.
Priscilla, are you willing to pay? Let's just say it's about $12,000. I pulled that out of my head because I'm thinking with that engine and with a tranny, you could probably get it for 12. So, are you willing to put 12 into it?
Well, that's our dilemma. Our mechanic down here, we live in Aurora, says, he can put an engine in for $6,000.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 57,000 mile engine.
Yeah, and then the CVT valve box, I'm guessing it's probably around 1,500. I don't know what
if it is the valve box, it could be something else. That's why I gave you the ballpark of 12. So instead of 12, let's say 6 for the engine, and then let's just say another 4 for the transmission. So are you willing to put 10 into that car? Because that's what you have to come down to, Priscilla. There's nothing more to really talk about. Honest to God, I mean, you have to decide. If I were you, I'd have it towed down and have Kevin look at it. But if you have a mechanic you know and trust, then go ahead and do it. But right now,
This guy seems like he's on top of it.
yeah, you're on a crossroads right now. You got to decide what to do. A 2020 Subaru Outback is not a bad car. Kevin is saying you can't buy one for 12 or for 10. So if you put 10 into it, how is the body? How's the inside? Is it all good, Priscilla?
It's perfect. I mean, that car's been babied.
Then you know what? Then you should invest in it. I don't know if we really answered your question because we can't tell you if it's the valve body or not. But one thing is for sure, you're going to have something with the CVT transmission.
You're going to have to put the engine in to find out the other
exactly
problem.
Right.
So you're going to have to just be prepared for another repair coming after the engine.
So either go to KevinSheridanAutotech.com or take it to your guy, but get it out of that dealer. Unfortunately, you're going to have tow bills to now, you're going to have some hefty. What do you think, Kevin, to get it down from there?
Yeah, they charge anymore $3 a mile, so you're 100 miles to Aurora from Cheyenne. So
now you may want to, some people have done this, and thank you for calling, Priscilla. That means we can put her on hold, guys. Okay, because Shannon's not there this morning. So here's what I'm saying. I would, in some cases, rent a flatbed little trailer and pull it myself.
Sure.
I mean, why not? It's a small car. Okay, go ahead and do that. Now, Roberta, you want to give props to Sheridan Autotech. What's going on, Roberta? Hi, Roberta. What's going on? I'm going to have to.
Yeah, I called in about my Santa Fe brakes.
Yeah.
I couldn't get any service shops to help me out.
Yes, I remember.
You recommended this. You recommended Sheridan Autotech, and Kevin and the guys over there took really good care of me. And
good.
My car is on the road now.
What did they do for you?
They found the part for my brakes and got it in within a day, and
I remember this.
Back on the road.
I remember you were on the phone. It's a 2009 Hyundai. I remember this. Well, thank you for letting us know. Yeah. Thank you. I'm gonna do this. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you, Tom.
Appreciate it. I'm gonna do this for Kevin because I get to use my dinger. There we go. We'll give him a little dinger.
It's got an obsolete brake hose on a Hyundai.
Oh my gosh. So you found that problem quickly, didn't you? See, that's what I love about you guys. You find the problem honestly and take care of it. Richard, what is your comment on phones? I don't know if we were talking about phones or maybe you're referring to another show. But anyway, Richard, what's your comment?
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm listening to you on iHeart, and it must be an older show or something. But I had a comment on the phones that you were talking about for seniors.
Yeah. Yes.
So you had one caller mention that he had a 99-year-old mom,
right?
And that and he said that you have to have a landline and you have to have internet. So those do not make that phone free.
Yeah, he was talking about getting a broadband phone for his mom because, landlines are out. She has broadband. To get a broadband phone. He was also, I believe, talking about getting a phone that had big numbers on it. What did you have?
That's the phone, yes. Yeah. But he said you had to have a landline and internet.
You only need the internet for the broadband. Is that what you're saying, Richard?
No, I thought he said you have to have a landline and internet to make the phone work.
Nope, you don't. You just need broadband. You do the landline. If what he's talking about is bringing the signal in by landline, like for example, I have CenturyLink. Okay, I have CenturyLink broadband, and technically that broadband is brought into my home by a landline. But then, that's what they mean by that, the landline. They're just saying the pipe used to get your signal, because the only other way to get a signal would be with a Starlink or fiber, and that's and they're wiring neighborhoods now for fiber. But thank you for calling. I got to take a break. 303-713-TALK. I want people to hang on. We will get to you, but I'm going to give you some good news. If you want the guaranteed lowest price on a furnace right now, if you need a replacement, hold off. RenewHomeInnovations.com guarantees the lowest price. RenewHomeInnovations.com, 303-904-2000. Thank you. That's why I had that echo. How much time do I have, sir? Zach?
6 minutes.
Thank you very much. See you in a minute. I'm going to get more coffee. Do you want anything?
Yeah, I'll get up.
6 minutes is a lifetime. That's 6 minutes. I got to say.
Okay. No, you can go in now. You're all set. Good morning, Tom Martino Show. Exciting, sure. What's your first name? All right, Roger, hang on for me, and we'll be with you as soon as possible, okay? Yes. Yeah. We're going to fix that. That's a little technical issue that we have just fixed, okay? Okay. All right. No problem. Hold on.
All right, morons. Where are my
Tom?
morons?
Tom,
Yeah.
please remember to turn down the speaker.
Yes, I know.
When you
You're
come
right.
back.
You're absolutely right. Thank you very much.
Yeah, we just got to complain about the echo.
I know, and God damn it. I wish I had a way to automatically do it when I turn on my mic.
Oh.
Had to figure out a blow wheel. But here. You ready?
Always. Whoops.
Sorry, man.
No, it's my fault.
I'm a little aggressive today.
Bo, I thought you were coming over to my house.
What's he cussing for? He cussing? Gotta get organized.
I love being in the studio. And
Tell
it's just
Bo
me.
he should have come over. No, never mind. He's not listening to the bastard.
And how to do it, yeah. Why did you do this? Don't use that much. Uh-oh. What's that, Tom?
I thought you were coming over, bro.
No, because Kevin Calkins there, and I'm afraid of him. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Who's that unnamed person you were talking about today?
Yeah.
Okay, I learned a lesson. Kevin set me straight, but it was Rod that really wanted that inspection.
We changed the names to protect the innocent, Bo.
Oh, I'm privileged. Actually, I'm feeling a little cold today, and it's warmer here at iHeart.
There are no innocents on this show, Kevin.
God, listen, I'm Kevin even sent me an email on a Saturday, which was shocking because I thought he hibernated on the weekend.
Well, I did until you ticked me off.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I want to see the first email.
Hi, Tom Martino here. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Let's go to the phones. Okay, hold on. Here we are. Okay, so what's going on? It's Car Day. Welcome to the show. I'm going to take Leslie and Michael about Hamden Auto Body. Leslie, Michael, what's going on?
Yeah, hi, Tom. First
hi.
of all, love your show.
Thank you.
Love everything you do. Yes, we are hoping that you can help us.
What's happening?
We have a 2024 1500 Ram truck that was in an accident. A deer actually ran into it over here. So anyhow, we did a lot of research. Made sure with Mopar and our Ram dealership who would be the best place to take it to.
Yeah.
And after my husband got 3 different estimates, we decided to go with Hampton Auto Body, which is an A+ shop. They're supposed to be BBB, Gold Star, family owned for 40 years.
Yeah.
And what's happened is this week, so last week it had been 5 weeks, right, for our truck to get repaired.
And by the way, that's not necessarily their fault. Kevin will tell you that too. Parts are really ridiculous right now. But keep going with your story.
Yes. Okay, so then on the 9th last week, they had told us that your truck is all ready to go. We have to take it, I guess, over back to Ram to get it like recalibrated or something special with your truck.
Mm-hmm.
So that was fine. So then on Thursday, so that happened on the 9th. And then on Thursday, we had called over to Mike Ross, the owner, and I had said, great, our insurance company is telling us it's all done now. We'd love to pick it up this afternoon. And then Mike had said, oh, no, there's a problem. You can't pick it up because we're missing one of the emblems. It's still on back order. And we said, well, what do you mean? You said it was all done.
Well,
now
what the hell? Drive it.
Back order.
If it's only an emblem, keep driving it. You don't need an emblem to drive it, right?
Exactly. But here's the thing. Mike told me, he said, no, Leslie, because if you don't have this emblem on there, there's going to get all this dirt in there. It's not going to,
Kevin,
what I mean? And
Kevin, can you believe they would hold up? Wait, let me ask you something, Leslie, quickly. Are they talking about the emblem, the logo on the front of it?
It's on the hood part, and I think it says like Ram 1500 or something like that.
So they say because you're missing that, they don't want you to drive the truck.
Correct. And I said, can we think outside the box here?
Yeah.
Have you called the Ram dealerships? Have you called another state? He's like, Leslie, it's on back order. We will not release your truck. They won't with the insurance company. They will not bill them so they can get us all done.
Are they, Leslie, what do you think? Let me ask you something, because you told this whole story you started out being a little skeptical. You said, well, they said it was done and they said this and they said that. Do you believe it really is the emblem, or do you think they're stalling for another reason? I'm trying to get what you think.
I really think it is the emblem because the way this guy, the owner, Mike Ross, operates, it's just, he won't even, I don't know. I really do think it is the emblem, and I don't think he had any reason to lie that on Tuesday to our insurance company that it was being recalibrated and all that's done. I think he's just so particular, and I'm like, really? You won't close out the invoice? Our insurance company can't pay you?
Duct tape over the damn
Yeah, a
thing.
little bit of silicone.
Put duct tape over the hole and drive it away. Leslie, this is not reasonable. It's not reasonable that and your insurance is going to pay if all you're waiting for is an emblem or the logo that attaches to the hood.
Yeah, what if it's 6 months?
Come on, it just doesn't make sense.
And Mike doesn't care. That Mike Ross doesn't care. I'm like, so you're going to hold our truck hostage for 6 months? But there's
you can demand it. It's your truck. You can hold on. You can demand that truck, or are they saying you can't get it because we're not getting paid? But you can demand. Did you talk to your insurance?
That's what they're saying. We did. And there's two other shady things going on that I'm hoping I can talk to you about too.
Go ahead.
So one of the other things is, in addition to the emblem, right, they broke several emblems on our car and moldings taking it off, right? So our insurance company said, okay, you know what, accidents happen. Okay, what they said was, Hampton Auto Body said, well, that's because the parts are brittle. Really, on our 2024 Ram truck, the parts are brittle. Anyhow, the insurance company said, we understand accidents can happen. Well, they said, though, we need to know what was your cost for that, right? You broke the clips on a lot of these things, and all we're asking for is send us the cost. That Mike Ross, and we have it, right, and so does our insurance company, he blacked out all of his costs.
Why? What difference? What difference does that make?
Profit?
Who cares?
Because he did not want to tell our insurance company how much he wanted to make a profit. So if the part cost $20, he was going to charge our insurance company, $30.
In other words, what would be wrong with that? Now I know this sounds crazy. They did the damage, but if they're going to fix the damage, and your insurance company is going to pay for the damage, what difference does it make if he writes it down as a regular job? And a regular job, he might have some profit in it. I know it sounds queer. You're thinking, wait a minute, how can this guy profit on the damage he did?
They do profit, but I mean, the insurance company limits the percentage of your markup. And that's all the insurance company's going to see the cost, and they will put the 25%.
But let me ask you something.
And I see,
So how many different things are damaged? We know it's missing the main logo, but how many other things are damaged?
I think, the other things that were damaged, those have been repaired or replaced now. I think there was 5 or 6.
Okay,
I'd have to look
so
back,
that's all done, but you're
invoice.
just upset that he's making a profit on it.
Well, and not so much like me, like our insurance company is saying, we'll pay for it. You broke it. Okay, accidents, we'll just chalk it up to an accident. The insurance company is just saying, we don't feel it's right that you are going to make a profit on something you broke.
I get
We're
it.
not going to make you pay Hampton Auto Body, but why are you making us as the insurance company paying you above?
I actually don't think there's a problem with it.
damage
I actually don't think there's a problem with it, because if you took it somewhere else, there would have been a profit on
And the
it.
trim parts are really not designed to be removed. They're
Can she go
designed
to a
be
junkyard,
installed. Yeah.
Tom?
Yeah.
Kevin, can she go to a junkyard and see if they have it and just take it off an old?
Are you talking about the main logo now?
They
We're
don't
going
have-
back to
yeah.
the logo.
They don't have too many 24.
yeah.
I doubt they would have a lot of 2024 logos. It's a year old.
But the logo may be.
But you never know, like if another Ram truck was involved in a, you know what I mean?
Well, you could have them do a
if
part
there is
search.
one there.
You can have them do a part search, but it doesn't sound to me like this shop is being very cooperative. Okay, I'm going to put you on hold for a minute, because here's what we're going to do. I want Deputy Bo to call over to Hamden Auto Body. I've heard Bo talk before, and he knows how to get right
Once in a while.
Bo, I know how you get to the meat of this, and I want you to ask him, come on, man. The truck is done. Just release it and she'll come back when the emblem is in. She'll cover up the hole. There's no dirt getting in there. And I'm sure her insurance is going to pay the body shop for what it's done thus far. I mean, this body shop, come on. Or, Leslie, you give them a credit card as a security deposit, maybe, an open credit card. If they have, I think Hamden Auto Body is saying, wait a minute, we're not releasing the truck because your insurance won't pay until the logo's put on there. But how long is this logo going to hold up the whole thing? Let's see if we can do that.
Also, Leslie could go on eBay and buy these logos. There's thousands of them for sale on eBay. And I'm happy to I actually know the former owner of Hampton Auto Body. In fact, I think his kid's running it.
Okay, good. Let's make a call. I'm Tom Martino. We have more coming up. We got to take this break. Remember, denverregen.com, stem cell therapy at its best. denverregen.com.
Granite 30.
Hey, Doc. How do you spell nutritious?
What?
I'm trying to say something
Now, impact traffic.
Now we're still dealing with delays.
Yeah, absolutely. You can go ahead and discuss that with Bo. So I'm going to go ahead and send him all of your information, and he'll call you a little bit later, probably after the show ends at 2. Okay? No problem, Leslie. Thank you. Okay, bye.
Kelly was very friendly to Leslie.
She's friendly to everyone. She's
Really?
She's wonderful.
She wasn't friendly to me last week. I was a minute late.
She's good.
No, you're not.
I like Kelly.
Or wherever you get your podcasts.
Dun dun.
We're not supposed to have Art of Granite? You got to tell him.
What? Tell me what?
You did?
Tell me what?
Oh.
Art of Granite.
Okay, let's fit it in.
Let's fit whatever you want in.
Okay.
Hey, hey, Tom?
Yes.
You had an Art of Granite we told you about? I don't think you heard.
Oh, you mean I didn't get it in? Okay, so let's do it right now.
Yeah.
Okay,
we're fitting it in right now.
I'm sorry. Thank you. That's why he paused. I see. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Just let me know. Just say go, or just let me hear the audio and I'll go at the end.
4433.
1, 2,
Back
3.
you.
Go.
Okay, the Art of Granite. This is a place you can have beautiful countertops in just 3 to 4 weeks after they visit you. That's right. Give them a call for great value. Wholesale on all countertop material and the guaranteed best value on your counters. TheArtOfGranite.com. In fact, you get free bathroom granite when you have the kitchen done. Tear out and haul away is always free. 303-386-5919. 303-386-5919.
Valentine's Day is coming.
Thank you, guys. Sorry about that.
No, that's okay. Yeah.
Oh, you bastard. Where is this stuff here? Come on. Now, I know they have them. Come on. I know they have them, and I can't find them. Okay. Other stuff. Didn't we? I'll turn my mics off.
So when you put up the next spots for 11:15, it's kind of weird. They've been doing this lately. I don't know why, but the Lazeras are 15s, so just put 15. Um, and well, you already. It's Dragon who doesn't put the times up, but yeah, just make sure you put the times up because we're weird on Lazeras. I don't know why they're doing 15. It sounds stupid to me, but whatever. Supposedly it's supposed to snow today. I'm not happy about that.
Wow, really? Snow?
Yeah, supposedly.
So we want pepperoni. We want meatball. We want extra cheese.
Here we go.
Okay, got that. Something went wrong. You just son of a bitch, you people. You people are just pissing me the fuck off here. Hey, Tom Martino here. Let's go to Jay. He has a comment on Priscilla's Subaru issue. It over-revved. Now she's going to have to put an engine in that 2020, I believe. Go ahead, Jay. What's your comment?
Oh, I wouldn't just put an engine in that thing, I'll tell you that.
Why?
They're notorious, and there's multiple lawsuits. She needs to look into this. Those are notorious for sudden acceleration, uncontrolled, the brakes don't work, and they just rev to them.
Really? So this is, you've heard of this before?
Yeah, it started about probably in the late, 18, 19.
Really? What they've never found the problem? Come on, does it come from the CVT transmission?
Subaru probably knows, but the lawsuits are still going strong.
So why wouldn't you put an engine in? She needs an engine. She can put in a new, she can fix the transmission.
If it's like a body control module or computer problem or something peripheral, they're going to switch from that old engine onto the new one, like the throttle body that's causing it. She has a brand new motor to blow up.
You think it'll happen again?
No, because you can figure it out, because we do a lot of throttle bodies and we do a lot of valve bodies in those transmissions, and there's also updated programming. So there are repairs
you
for
might,
it.
Look into the lawsuits.
Yeah,
but he's saying, but he's saying they're not impossible. Obviously, there are Subarus, Outbacks running around, and they're not all seizing.
Mm-hmm. We do a ton of valve bodies.
No, this one did.
Yeah, it did, but it can be fixed, is what we're saying, right? It's not magic; it can be fixed.
Maybe.
Okay.
If it's the problem they're suing for, she would want to know before she did anything else, because if it's that problem, there's not necessarily a cure for that yet.
So you're saying, Jay, that there's no cure for that over-revving yet. Well, okay, we're going to look into that. Thank you, Jay. I'm Tom Martino. We got Kenny wants to talk about selling a car. Roger wants to talk about siding. Hang on, people. We got more coming up on the Troubleshooter Show, 303-713-8255. That's 303, also Martino, 303-627-8466. Okay, let me look here on the more important thing, our pizza.
Hey, Tom,
Yes.
do you want me to get Shemansky on for Roger?
Sure, we can do that. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm telling you, I'm telling you, I'm telling you. I don't like this stupid fucking, this program is not working right. You better not back out on me now, you bastard.
Hey, it's Kelly over at Martino. How are you?
Wow, hi. It's
Happy Friday. I'm good. We have a caller on that has many questions about siding. So Tom wanted to bring you on as an expert.
Hey, Doc.
Oh,
I got a question about
well,
the
that's going to be
Yeah.
easy because we
So
have
you're talking
about
such a
6
fucking
minutes
hard time.
until we
Talk
come
about
back.
the membrane.
Fuck, I might just order calzones
Okay,
from
you want me to
somewhere
call
else.
you back?
Almost every organ is.
I ain't fucking with them
Okay,
anymore.
all right.
So,
Okay,
Doc,
I'm just gonna go to food and find
Yeah.
somewhere else.
poke it.
Right.
Well, does that
I can't
break
fuck
the
around with
membrane?
that.
If
I
it's
don't have time.
cancerous, would that have a chance to leak out if you?
Only if the cancer's right there. The membrane will heal.
Oh well.
Yeah.
So if the cancer's right underneath the membrane,
It has to be right underneath the membrane where they biopsy. So,
would they be able to tell before they biopsy?
yeah, but they take such a small piece.
Oh, do they?
Yeah. I mean, it's really nothing to be concerned about.
All right. So, Doc, how do they do the biopsy? Do they go up your rear end or your penis?
No, they do it rectally.
Oh, okay. Is it painful to get it?
Not really.
Okay.
I mean, you feel a little pinch, but that's it. I mean,
And it's quick.
on a scale of 1 to
Good.
10,
I'm
it's
gonna
like
find
two.
calzones, you
And
bastards.
It's instant.
I'm just
There's no
going somewhere
residual
else,
pain.
Kevin. I put in like 6 times I tried to find.
You know, I don't even remember if they did anything. I don't think so. It's pretty benign.
All right. We'll see what happens.
We'll cross that bridge when we come to it, right?
Yes, sir.
Merit, MERIT.
No, I'm gonna get this one here. Hold on. This one looked good.
She's a trip. Polar opposite of me, except our political views.
Hell, I'm gonna go call on this Hampton auto case because there's nothing going on. I'm gonna call on this case, Doc.
All right, I'll tell them that you're busy.
Yeah, since there's nothing going on.
I wonder how big these are. I wonder if I want 2 of them, or do we split? Let's just see. Yeah, neither am I. So you just add that and see. Let me just do that. So delivery. Okay, now I'm ready. Maybe these will. This is new. It's a new place, but they have great ratings. We'll see. It's good to try something different. Express delivery. Yeah. What the hell? Okay, let me see what we got here. Express delivery. Trying to be nice to this person. Place order. Okay. I'm not sending it to the cancer clinic. God, that used to piss me off. One night, too, I'm so hungry. I'm laying in bed. I'm over at Elizabeth Street, Bonnie Bread. And I order some delicious stuff. Fuck, it was sent here. Fuck. I was so pissed. Oh, so I can't tell you how many times I have had mistakes on this bullshit.
Trust me, you never want to meet him. I mean, no, he's a great guy. You just don't want him to help you.
Oh, I got royalties from my book. I wrote a little book. It's pretty cool, actually. I want to show you some. When I get a chance here, let me see where I can find it. I'm going to show you my new logo and stuff. We're changing the name of my company on it. Just find it. Do you ever fuck with technology stuff?
Not a lot.
Do you like technology?
I do. I think it's just it changes so much all the time. It's hard to keep up with.
Yeah, it definitely is. Yep. Oh, we're coming back.
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hey, I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter on a Friday car day, but we take calls on anything. Yes, we do. You just give us a call and we help you. We've been doing this for 45 years in Denver and 50 years when you consider outside of Denver. And I appreciate and thank God I'm alive. Yeah, I am. 72 still on the radio, still working. And I do thank God for that year of cancer fighting and getting over that stuff. So listen, we're talking cars and we're talking stuff. Over revving on Subarus, big problem, no doubt. We're told they don't have a direct solution for it. But Kevin, you're saying that you fix plenty of them.
We work on them all the time.
Okay, well, if you do it every day, you do it. Or so
lawsuits. There's definitely things going on.
Okay. By the way, joining us today, Kevin Calkin, Sheridan Auto Tech. We also have back at the studio, Ugly Doc, Ugly Deputy Doc, and Ugly Deputy Bo. And
that's right. Don't forget it.
I resent you calling Bo ugly.
Yeah, good. Okay. Now,
you can call me ugly. That's okay.
Bo, did you call over to that one body shop?
I called Leslie to get some details first, and I'm waiting for her to call me back.
That's
and I'm anxious to get.
Yeah, go ahead. It's about Bo, the Bo thing here. This case he's working on. They did extensive body work on this truck, getting it fixed, a Dodge Ram truck, and they say you can't pick it up yet. It needs an emblem, and they're holding the whole thing up for the logo on the hood. And she's saying, "Look, I can drive this truck around. I mean, I don't have my truck. It's been there for months." And they're saying, "Nope, Your insurance won't pay until it's complete, and it's not complete until the logo's on there. I think that's crap. I'm sure they could work something out. Anyway.
There's got to be something more to that story because
Yeah.
Hampton Auto Body has a pretty good reputation.
Okay.
I think they do good work.
By the way, Compass Insurance Group is doing, if you've noticed, insurance has been going crazy on homeowners and also on auto. Get a free insurance checkup. They will, honest to God, shop the entire marketplace. And if you have a great deal, they'll tell you, but if they can beat it, they will let you know, and numbers don't lie. If they say they can beat it, they better beat it, right? I mean, the numbers, if you're paying less with Compass, then you'll say, yeah, you beat it. So that's why I love these checkups. They can never go wrong. 303-996-9000, 303-996-9000. Let's go to Roger, has a question on siding. Hello, Roger. I'm Tom Martino. What's going on with you, Roger, and how can we help you?
Hey, Tom. I'm a custom home builder up here in the mountains. So you had a guest on earlier in the week, and they mentioned about siding and how July 1st is going to be new code where it has to be all fire-resistant siding.
Right. That's right. Yeah.
Yep. So my question is, what about log homes or timber frame homes? Are they going to outlaw those?
I actually don't know that. You know, that is a very good point because they were talking about everything, decking, siding, roofing, all has to be fire resistant. And do you know what? That is really, we're going to find out, Roger. We're going to put somebody on that.
Okay.
Roger, but being a builder up there, you must know some of this. Or have you been keeping up with the fire resistant codes?
Well, yeah, we have to in order to get a building permit. But it sounds like to me that, I mean, if they say nothing can be flammable, I have a lot of homes I build that have log accents or timber accents, you know, on the outside.
Yes.
Are they going to outlaw those? And another thing that I would say is, what about vinyl windows that people put in homes? Those things can go up in a flame.
You know, we've heard that before, by the way. But vinyl windows actually, you know, believe it or not, I think they're class 1 rated. I think they are.
Fancy on 6.
Okay. Well, then all the custom homes I build, we use aluminum clad windows,
You know what?
aluminum clad on the outside.
I wonder if Mark Szymanski knows about this because he's on hold for a commercial we're going to be doing for him. Let me hold on. Let's bring him up. Hey, Mark, over at Genesis Total Exteriors. Mark, you know, first of all, Mark, do you know about the new fire resistant requirements on siding and roofing and all of that?
I tell you, it's a moving target right now. We're learning more and more every week. They come out, keep on different things they're going to say. The biggest thing is the flame spread that they're worried about. So now a vinyl window will melt. It really doesn't burn, so it doesn't spread. So that's not a big deal. Regarding log homes and timbers, we do have coatings we can put on after you stain them that help you get to that fire coating. And it's just a clear product that helps reduce the flame spread you can put on.
Really? Oh, that's good to know. I didn't know that. And how long does it last?
Well, that's a good question, too. I mean, I think you just, as often as you have to stain it, you have to reapply the coating at the same time. So
Okay.
it's fireproof.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Mark. Well, we'll be back to you for your commercial. And so Roger, I'm going to find out and we'll get back to you on it. We will absolutely let you know. Okay. Thank you. Kenny, you have a question about selling a car. Hello, Kenny. What can we do for you?
I have two questions now.
Yeah.
But I have a car that's supposed to be sold tomorrow, a 2010 Toyota Corolla, and I just thought, like we always did our whole life, that you could sell it as is. About an hour ago, you said, well, it has to pass emissions. Well, I don't know if it will or not.
Okay, here's the deal. Technically, it has to be able to pass emissions, or you sell it as a towaway. You can easily sell it as a towaway. Just put it on a bill of sale, and then then you're not responsible. If you sell it as a normal used car and they can't get it Kevin, do you know what the law is? They're supposed to have a certain number of months left on it, or you have to get a new one.
That has to do. Dealers' requirement is much stronger than private.
That I was just going to say.
Yeah.
So let's just say you do sell it as is, and they come back and they say it didn't pass emissions. For them to enforce that, they would have to take you to small claims court, because the reason dealers do it is because, or the reason dealers adhere to the law so closely is because they can ding their license. With individuals, there's really no penalty. You don't get fined, there's no penalty. So as an individual, you can sell your car as is. If they come back later and say it didn't pass emissions, the only way they can do anything about it is if they sue you.
Right, and I didn't want to go to court, and then the title will be in their name.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, and it's an uphill battle even in court. But, you could put verbiage on a bill of sale. No warranties, guarantees of any kind.
I know how I've gotten away with it with several cars. You just put a sticky note on your dash because there's a check engine light on, which is on most cars. And I just put things to fix, front end, oil change, new tire, and they've never said a word.
Don't even say any of that. I would say as is, and I would do a tow away if you're concerned. I mean, a tow away. Yeah, you're allowed to sell a tow away. Yeah, and that doesn't mean they have to tow it away, but it means that you're not responsible for it. That's one way to do it.
As is tow away.
As is tow away, then they can't say anything.
Honestly tell her, because I'm selling it to her for about half of what it's worth because she doesn't have any money. So, so $2,000, you can't buy much of a car for $2,000.
God.
The other question you just brought up, we just bought a 2020 Subaru Outback, and that thing is immaculate. It's like a brand new car. But I just heard you talking about bad things with them. What's that all about?
All right, Kevin, did you know? Well, we had Jay call in and say this is a regular problem, many lawsuits. Kevin, what exactly, you say you worked on them or you work on them. What exactly is the problem he should watch out for? But I don't think you can do anything to.
There's really no preventative, and it may have already been done. It's because it is 5-6 years old now. But there's just any check engine lights that come on. I mean, any kind of shifting issues. There's all kinds of things that'll give you a fair warning. And it's not. There's not a manufacturer out there that's not in court with one group of cars.
But do you know what the problem is with the high? Why does it go into a high rev and blow the engine?
It's a voltage issue. A lot of times it's valve body issues. There's a lot of things, but the valve body is very, very common replacement on that transmission. And it is. It's about $1,800.
So if you do a new valve body, will it correct it? Or
yes.
Can he do it to prevent it? I mean, why not just change out the valve body right now? So he never.
Knowing if it's been done before, I don't know if it's wasted money.
How much are they?
Couple grand.
Jeez.
By the time you get it installed and programmed.
Listen, really, they're not all. Let's just put it this way: they're not all doing it. So, Kenny, it's really about luck of the draw. I mean, it could happen. Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't.
It runs like it runs and looks like a brand new car. It's like the lady bought it and drove it to church on Sunday. You've never seen a cleaner car.
Wow.
And so far, it's been perfect.
Yep. Just
how long?
Maintenance up. Just keep the maintenance.
How long have you had it?
We just bought it December 29th.
Wow, that's cool. Well, thanks for calling. I appreciate that. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Sometimes things just happen. For example, you have that other thing about this Jeep. Isn't it this Jeep used to have this wobble?
Oh, yeah, the death wobble.
Okay, but they couldn't figure out why some have it and some don't.
There's a lot contributing to it. That was
but some of them never got it.
Correct.
And some of these things you never figure out. Okay, we have more coming up. I want to tell you the best water systems, absolutely the best at the lowest prices. Waterpros.net, 303-862-5554. Listen to this. Reverse osmosis drinking water at the kitchen sink. Never buy bottled water. Have delicious coffee. It also is just great water. And that's just $1,100 fully installed. Waterpros.net.
Radio.
Olympics update.
The U.S. men's hockey team meets Slovakia today in the Olympic semifinals after their overtime win over Sweden. Quinn Hughes scored the game-winning goal and says there's plenty of talent on Team USA.
I mean, you saw with Canada, they got, maybe one of the greatest teams ever, and along with us in Sweden.
Canada and Finland meet in the other semi. Also today, 3 American speed skaters are competing in the women's 1,500-meter short track final.
For NBC's live coverage from Italy, search Olympics on the free iHeartRadio app.
I hope you never need a defense attorney, but if you do, Joe Lazara does business in a very straightforward, simple way. Free consultations always up front. And then if you decide to hire him, it's a flat rate for the entire case. That's 303-429-6200. Hey, if you're looking for a metal building, don't fall for the liars that say they're from the factory. Honest to God, most everyone you call are going to say, yeah, we're from the factory, direct to you. The truth is, most of them are not from the factory. But you want to know a real factory located right here in Colorado, 120,000 square feet in Grand Junction, Colorado, and they manufacture steel buildings direct to the consumer in all 50 states? So if you need a steel building for anything, whether it's a horse barn, a garage, a shop, a warehouse, whatever you need, they can do for you. GreatWesternBuildings.com, 100% American sealed, guaranteed for life. GreatWesternBuildings.com.
Attention.
What are you doing this afternoon, Doc?
What?
What are you doing this afternoon?
Oh, poker at 5.
Poker at your house?
No, at the Eagles.
Oh, the Eagles, that's right. That saves you some trips up on the hill, doesn't it?
It does.
Can you get a pretty good pot going at the Eagles?
Yeah, they can get some big pots.
Like a couple grand?
Mm-hmm.
Really? You have to throw the Eagles a little.
No, you just tip the dealer.
Oh.
They don't take a rake, so you just tip the dealer.
Okay. Do they provide the dealer, or do you guys?
No, they provide it.
Oh, they do.
Yeah.
Are they good guys?
Oh yeah, I mean,
Good players.
it's a nice game.
Yeah, that's good. No arrogant people or pains in the ass.
No. But it's good entertainment.
Yeah, get you out of the house.
Yep. Being single, it's good to get out of the house in the evenings.
Yeah. What time does the game start? Around 5?
5.
Yeah, okay.
And then I have a game at my house tomorrow morning.
Oh.
What do you usually do over the weekends?
I got my 3 kids that keep me busy, so I.
Well, isn't one of them up at college?
Yeah, one's at CU.
Right.
And then she just gave me the news. She wants to go to summer school there, so.
She wants what?
She wants to go to summer school. Stay in Boulder all through the summer.
And how old are the other 2?
Yeah, my oldest is 26. She's working at Starbucks. I get her out and get her into a real job. She's been there like 5 years.
Is she? Yeah, she's the one that is.
She's got the college degree. I mean, expensive degree from DU.
Does she live with you?
Yeah, they both do, Doc.
Oh, that's.
They don't make fucking enough money to get.
And what
out,
about
so.
the third one?
Well, my youngest is at CU, so I just have the 2 kids that let me. Oh, my middle one.
Yeah.
She's going to Metro.
Okay.
She's getting a science biology degree.
And she's at home too, right?
She's at home.
So you have 2 out of 2 or 3 living at home?
Yeah, and she's good. She cooks. She's a great cook. She should have went to culinary school. She cooks a lot of great stuff. She's gonna have a Salisbury steak tonight, so it's good to have them. But it's time for them to move on.
Yeah, my son lived with me for a couple of months. He after he graduated, he he worked, and then I forget, the company went back. So he lived with me for a couple of months. It was great having him there.
Yeah, it gives you something to talk about and do.
And it was also during the winter, during the summer months, so we played a lot of golf.
Oh, that's right. He's a golfer.
Yeah.
Did he go to college in Colorado?
He went to CSU.
Oh, okay.
He went to Regis High School, and then to CSU, and there were about 10 of them that stayed friendly, that they met at Regis and went to CSU, and they've got this really nice bunch of guys that hang out together.
Friend group?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a friend group from my college days, about 10 people,
Oh, do you?
guys and gals. We text and we try to get together once a year.
Where did you go to school?
UNC in Greeley.
Okay. And most of them still in Colorado?
No. One's in Washington, D.C. They moved around. I think half of them are still here. They moved out. They came in from out of state. Most of them are teachers. They had teaching. It was a big teaching college.
Hi, Tom Martino here. Welcome to the show, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Gary's got a question. By the way, we're taking more than car calls, but we'll take any call you have. Gary wants to talk about a Cummins engine recall. I didn't know there was a recall. I thought Cummins were bulletproof. I love Cummins. My God, the difference between Detroit diesel and Cummins on the big rigs, like when I had a motorhome, the Cummins was drier and better. I just liked it. Although the newer Series 60, I believe they call it in the Detroit diesel, is more like a Cummins. The old Detroit diesels, I think, were just messy. Gary, what is your question? It's a Dodge Ram you're calling about? Go ahead, Gary.
Yeah, I bought a new Dodge Ram in 2016 with the 6.7 Cummins. And I love the truck. I've had it since then, and I've been getting recalls for the smog system there. I guess Dodge Cummins faked the smog thing, kind of like what Volkswagen did.
Did they
and they
really?
got caught by the EPA.
Really?
Yeah.
Kevin, tell me about that.
About 10 years. It's a programming thing, just like Volkswagen did.
And they got caught doing that, huh?
Yep.
So you bought a new Dodge Ram in 2016, and are you having problems with it?
No, I keep getting recall notices for it, and they first off started saying to bring it back in, and they give you extra guarantee for it. But I'm way over what that is. So now they're saying bring it on in, and we'll give you $500 if you bring it on in. And now they're up to $1,000.
Wow!
And everybody
wait. When you bring it back in, they hand you $1,000, or is that $1,000 toward fixing it, or what?
No, they're going to fix it. They're going to reprogram it. But from what I understand,
they're going to reprogram it plus give you $1,000.
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
Wow.
And I don't trust them. I like my truck. It runs good, and everybody that I talk to says don't do it because they're turning down the horsepower and doesn't run good after that. They retune it there for the small.
Well, they're definitely retuning.
I'm just wondering.
Yep. No, they're right. It is going to change the drivability. You're going to notice a difference. Yeah, there's no doubt about it because they need to lower the NOx, the NOx gases, and they deprogram what they had in there. Yes. So
okay, well, I can basically tell them to go pound sand. Then I don't want them to mess with my truck.
I mean, you're
out of warranty anyway, so there's no. Yeah, I just drive it. I wouldn't worry about it.
By the way, I'm really shocked that Cummins did that.
I don't know that Cummins did it so much as Ram did it.
Oh.
Because it's in the programming, not in the actual components.
All right, bro. Thank you for calling, Gary. Let's go to Mike. Mike, what's happening with you? Mike.
Tom, good talking to you.
Hey, man, what's going on with you?
I bought a brand new 2024 Dodge Ram, back in 2025. But anyways, now when I'm driving it, the speedometer is not the same as the digital speedometer on the dash. You know what I mean? It's going a lot faster than the originals. I was just wondering if that could be a dealer thing.
Do you think it's a calibration thing? Are you saying it's reading higher than it used to?
Well, before it was running good. It was always the same, speed as I was going.
Right.
But now here like today, the digital one's a lot faster than the.
I get what you're saying. Well, what do you think?
Did you change tires at all? Tire sizes or anything?
No, the only thing I did is I ran over a nail and I got it repaired. So that thing was coming on. You're low on tire pressure a few times till I got it repaired. Now it's repaired. That's the only difference I have. And it got repaired and the tire pressure is all. Good.
Yeah, I mean, it just could be a calibration issue. That's I haven't seen that yet.
So can you take a look at it, or you don't do those?
Because it's probably a warrantyable item anyway. So
because it's on a 24 RAM.
Okay.
Yeah, so I would get.
That's what my question is. Okay, yeah, because it's under warranty. It's only 2 years old.
Yeah.
So okay, I was going to ask if that's something a dealer thing, or if I could just take it to a different shop.
I would start with the dealer.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I'll give them a call and tell them what my problem is, and
Mike, because I don't think it's really serious though. To be honest with you, it doesn't sound. In other words, I don't think your engine's screwing up. By the way, speaking of,
no, I don't think so.
Okay.
It's strange.
Thank you. And speaking of cars, One Clear Choice Garage Doors. My garage door company of choice, I've used them 5 or 6 times. Listen, they do great new doors. They do the door, they do the opener, they do any part of the door, any part of the opener. You can get a list of all of their services on their website, along with pricing. They're very proud of what they do. They have 24/7 service. OneClearChoiceDoors.com. You won't get better than them. One Clear Choice Garage Doors, but the website is OneClearChoiceDoors.com, 720-370-3987. Hey, Kachina, what happened to, I don't know, what happened to the, I saw Mark Szymanski up there for a 2-minute commercial. What happened?
Station. Ryan Schuling, Tom Martino, Michael Brown Reloaded, and Dan Caplis. This is Denver's Talk Station, 630 KHOW. Now, Impact Traffic.
Yeah, we're in pretty good shape right now. Earlier problems all cleared up, including the Foothills Drive heading into Idaho Springs. Looks like speeds are back on the high side after a big crash there.
Not yet, but they're on their way. I think, or they might be here.
A little slow east coming off I-76. Pena, a little bit of traffic coming out of the airport. Not really in a delay mode, but it may be a little sluggish along the way. And I-25 south into downtown, also through Spear.
Not here yet.
A little bit of company. Southbound Santa Fe at Mississippi, that construction zone has you backed up to I-25. With traffic, I'm Jonathan Steele.
This report is sponsored by the White House Briefing Room Podcast with John Decker.
I'm John Decker. Join me weekdays for 15 minutes of no-spin White House coverage straight from the press briefing room. Subscribe now to the White House Briefing Room on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
You know what? Frank Duran, the realestateman.com, is a real estate broker with RE/MAX Alliance that I would use for whether I'm buying or selling. He's a certified negotiation expert, and he truly is. He knows what he's doing. But he's doing something else right now that is free of charge, no obligation at all. He will do an analysis of your home to see what it will bring in this specific market. He takes into consideration all of the comparables, the neighborhood, supply and demand, interest rates, everything. He'll tell you how long it'll take to sell and what it will sell for. Call him for a free analysis of your home. 303-920-1622, 920-1622. Frank Duran, therealestateman.com. Hey, Kachina. Is she there? I need to talk to her.
What?
What happened to the Szymanski spot?
So there was no Szymanski spot, Tom. I just called. Remember, I asked you.
I'm sorry, my
because
fault.
the guy was calling about siding,
Got
and
it.
so I said,
Okay.
"Hey, do you want me to get Mark
Got it.
Szymanski on
Okay,
to talk about
I'm sorry.
siding?" And you said, "Yeah, that's a great idea," but
was
he
m-
never had a spot.
I'm sorry. Okay, thank you.
Nope, you're good. No 120s today.
Okay.
This is what I have to deal with.
Shut up. This guy's lost. He doesn't know where the fuck he's going. How the hell do you get a door dasher who doesn't know what he's doing?
By the way, fun fact: do you know where Mark Szymanski was when he took that call?
Well, no, he sounded weird. Where was he?
On a gondola in Winter Park.
Ah, funny. Yeah. Mm.
Hey, Tom, do you want to hear something funny?
Yeah.
So my husband's company, they're all from Switzerland, France, Germany, and, all over the place, Latin America and stuff.
Yeah.
So about 25 of them went to Perry's last night, and they had a private, dining area.
Yeah.
So Adam kind of told him, "Oh, yeah, go ahead and get the, the pork chop." So about 5 of them got the pork chop, and you know how they do it
They're giant.
table side and everything, and so they're in this big room, and the guys, in Europe, all the food portions are very small.
Yeah.
So they were like, "Well, is this for the whole table?" And Adam's like, "Nope, that's for you."
Oh my God, that must be a shock.
It was such a shock. They were like eyes huge.
I know
like,
it. I
there's
love
no
God. I
way
love that
could
pork
eat all
chop.
this.
I love that pork chop. That is amazing. I just love it.
No, it was just a pleasure for Adam watching his, all the Swiss people and the Germans and the French, kind of look at it and mon Dieu. So funny.
What are they, this Guthrie girl, is she never going to be found? Is it going to be
I
over?
don't know.
God almighty.
You know what? That sheriff is an absolute jackass.
Oh, he's such a moron.
Yeah.
Well, that's still out of his wheelhouse. Anyway.
They should have immediately turned that over to the FBI.
God. It's so sad. So sad. I wonder if we're never going to have closure on it. I wonder.
I don't know. My kids live in Tucson. My son and my soon-to-be daughter-in-law, they live in Tucson.
Yeah.
Sad.
Hey, I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Busy day talking about cars. And you can call about anything, your car issue or not. We do have I have some texts I can get to on cars. Let me find them. So on the fire resistant thing, though, so I did some research on that. Somebody did call and say, what about log cabins? There's a new law on fire resistance, wild urban interface zones. They have to have Class A fire retardant or fire resistant material. And so what about log homes? Log homes are not being outlawed, okay? Even though they're made of solid wood and wood burns. But there are some code requirements. First of all, trees, proximity to trees, and new log homes in high-risk areas must have fire retardant treatment, as Marc Szymanski mentioned. By the way, Marc Szymanski, Genesis Total Exteriors.com, he was on, and he was talking about fire-resistant materials. And by the way, he does a lot of that stuff to treat wood and to treat things. That's Genesis Total Exteriors.com. Of course, he does everything on the outside of your house. But those are the requirements. So they're not outlawing wood homes. They're just saying you have to treat them. And then, of course, you have to have a certain log diameter. You can't have small. The smaller they say, the more likely it is to burn. And you have to have limited wood exposed surfaces. I don't even know what that means when you're talking about logs, for God's sakes. And you have to have defensible space. Now, defensible space is just what it means, a space where you don't have trees or a lot of tinder. You must, this is the big part, sprinkler systems. Now, I don't know when they say sprinkler system, they're talking about
outside.
That's what I was just wondering. But it would be cool if they had pop-up systems on the roof.
Yeah.
It would be cool. Anyway, and you have to have, this is non-combustible roofing on a log cabin. And most of those log cabins have those steel roofs anyway, right? Mm-hmm. Those metal roofs. Oh, yeah. In extreme cases, some mountain counties can restrict even log homes, but so far, no one. So for the guy calling about the log homes, they're not. Now, here's something you could run into. If you can't convince your insurance company that you've taken the proper measures with defensible space and with fire-resistant material, and if they don't buy the argument, it could end up with cooties. They're not going to touch it. So you're not going to have insurance. And obviously that's a barrier. Okay. If you don't have insurance, you can't get a loan. You can't, it's ridiculous to build a home without insurance. So therefore, your biggest obstacle might not be the actual building authorities, but the bigger problem might actually be with, the insurance, because insurance right now is ridiculous as it is. 303-713-TALK is our number. Tom, I bought my car in for brakes. They said I needed calipers too. They said then I needed other stuff. What was supposed to be around 400 went over 1,000. Kevin, brake systems. Is that unusual to find out what you need after getting into it, or can you see them from an inspection? Here's what I'm asking. With brakes, what can you see from visual inspections?
Once you pull the wheels, you can pretty well see the condition of everything you're going to need.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you quote, and, I always get, I tell my customers too, you're welcome to a second opinion. Just because you're there doesn't mean you have to fix it. Get somebody else to look and verify.
But basically, is over $1,000 a lot for brakes?
Well, if you're doing all four wheels, depending on the car, of course, and everything else, no. If you're just doing the fronts, 1,000 seems a little stiff for calipers and pads and rotors for just the front or something.
My mechanic says, by the way, guys, I'm going through my my texts and emails, and I haven't been giving out that text number that much because I want people to call as much as possible, but I am going to give it out. So you can call 303 Martino 24/7 303-627-8466. But let me give you my my voicemail. It's my texting number. It comes right to my cell, directly to my cell. So I get these texts everywhere. And so text me You can also text me about my financial advisement firm as well, and then I'll pipe you over to the right place. 747-999-5280. 747-999-5280.
Hey,
Okay.
Tom?
Yes.
We do have an inquiry that came in. Unfortunately, this person is out of cell range, but he did send
Okay.
in a message saying we are looking for a web services and website guy. I remember them talking about using AI for the website and whatnot, or any other recommendations you'd have would be appreciated.
Okay. I will explain that. First of all, find a web person, okay? There are many, many, many great independent web builders out there. You don't have to go to a big firm and spend a lot of money. And I know a lot of individuals that do that. And they're mostly specializing in WordPress, okay? I mean, WordPress is really a cool platform. Now, if you want a WordPress website, you find a local guy, you find someone who'll work with you. Now, there are many people in foreign countries that'll do Zoom, but one of the best ways to find it is on Fiverr. Fivver, Fiverr.com, which is a gig platform where you put up a job you want and then they bid on it. But AI, okay, many people are saying that AI can build sites. That's not completely true. They don't do a complete job, but here's what they can do. You can go to WordPress, and then you can I'm going to tell you how to use AI intelligently. You go to WordPress and just get a WordPress site, okay? Now, I'm not going to go through the details on how to do that, but you need a domain, like I have, martinocapital.com, for example, okay? I have that domain. Now I go to GoDaddy because I have that domain. And on GoDaddy, I start a WordPress site. Now you can do it directly through WordPress, but once you get a blank site on their virtual server for you, now you build the site. So what you do is look for a theme that you like, something that looks good. They have all kinds of previews of themes. Now, so far, that doesn't take a lot of technology, right? And you're not yet using AI. You can use AI to build the whole thing, but they look like crap and AI is not there yet. So once you get a theme, now you activate the theme. So now you have an empty WordPress site with a theme. It's empty. Now what you do is you take your chat, and ChatGPT is the best for this, that window, and open it alongside your WordPress. And right in there, I am on WordPress designing a site with this theme. Help me. I would like step-by-step directions on what to do. Honest to God, you'll be shocked. It will tell you step-by-step what to do. But be ready to do this. You have to have a screen capture, either app or command on your computer, where while you're doing this in the chat, you take a screenshot and send it to WordPress right off the top saying, here's where I am. Then WordPress will literally read the screen and say, go over to settings, appearance, and do this. And then it'll say, go over to plugins and install this. I mean, but you have to, from time to time, when you're discussing it with AI, tell it where you are and give it a screenshot. Now, I know this sounds crazy when we're talking about it, but once you do it, you'll be shocked. And in that way, AI is really your tech guy building the site. It's as if you have a guy on the phone saying, build me a website, but he can't be there, so he's telling you what to do. And I'm telling you, they'll tell you everything to do. But to say that it builds the site, there are some apps that claim AI will build a site. But once you see it, you will have to tweak it and work it. It's better to do it from the ground up using AI as an assistant, but not to let it build the entire site. Now, as far as people who can do it for you, I'm all for that. That's preferable. Okay. I wish we had a list of WordPress developers. So this call gave me an idea. And here's what I'm going to do. I will, for free, because I want to do it as a service to our businesses, I will, for free, give you publicity if you demonstrate you are a WordPress developer, independent, I don't want a big company, and you'll help our local businesses do their websites and enhance their websites. So, Kachina, I want you to, if they call or email us, I want to try to get them on the air. I'm going to ask them some questions. I'm going to look for references. I'm going to screen them. And then I'll even put them on the referral list. I want, and I'll do it for free because I want to be a service to local businesses. And I've had too many businesses ripped off by technology. People get sold a bill of goods, especially companies that purport to be website builders and SEO people. Mm-hmm. And if you're in business right now listening, I know you're thinking, God, I wish I had somebody I could trust, because that is the one area when I say, who does your website? Who does your, I got a guy, some people are paying $5,000 and $6,000 a month. And I'm telling you, that is way out of line unless you have some enormous marketing budget for keywords and you have a really good on the money SEO. And SEO is changing a lot as well because you have to search optimize, not just for Google, but you now have to optimize for AI because you want to show up in those chats. Anyway, I talked enough about that. If you have specific questions on my process using AI, let me know. Meanwhile, I'm putting the word out. If you are a WordPress developer and can make websites and you work on your own or a little group, I will give you publicity out the nose and get you clients because I need and we need good people we can depend on. So you call us at 303-MARTINO. Either leave a message or call the show and we'll talk. 303-627-8466. More coming up. I mean, it's really
now,
about time
impact
that
traffic.
It's about
we're in
time
pretty
we
good
have
shape
people
right
that
now.
do this.
Earlier
I need to get a list of people that do
Drive
this.
heading into Idaho Springs. Looks like speeds are back on the high side after a big crash there near Central City Parkway. 270's running a little slow east coming off I-76. Pena, a little bit of traffic coming out of the airport. Not really in a delay mode, but it may be a little sluggish along the way. And I-25 south into downtown, also through Spear. A little bit of company. Southbound Santa Fe at Mississippi, that construction zone has you backed up to I-25. With traffic, I'm Jonathan Steele.
This report is sponsored by the White House Briefing Room Podcast with John Decker.
I'm John Decker. Join me weekdays for 15 minutes of no-spin White House coverage, straight from the press briefing room. Subscribe now to the White House Briefing Room on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey, listen, K&H Home Solutions has window siding, doors, and more. K&H has what you're looking for. I love saying that. One of the things they have that I just found out about, these beautiful enclosed patios. Oh my God, are they beautiful? Called Structure, Struxture, or it's Structure. You'll look, I don't know, there's no T in it. Structure, and oh God, it's beautiful. They're beautiful. Now, here's the bottom line. You can use them 4 seasons. Now, they do more than just these patios and doors and windows. You got to go see them. They're going to be at the home show, or they're at the home show, Denver Garden Home Show. It's booth 313, and they have a special going on. Buy one, get one free. Buy one, get one free. Then, on your entire package, you take 30% off. Go see them at the home show or visit their website, khwindows.com. You want to talk about another screaming deal? What about a furnace refurbishment for $39? Listen, I can't promote this enough. They do it for new customers because they want to show you how thorough they are, so you hire them when you have a problem. Believe me, they lose money on this. $39. They take a couple of hours and take your furnace apart. They clean every nook and cranny. They put it back together, they adjust and tune it. You are adding life and efficiency to your furnace. You'll start saving money because it'll run better. And they give you a no breakdown guarantee. Look, you got to check them out. This introductory offer, 720-526-3939. In honor of that $39, 720-526-3939.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at
Oh, I got to find out that structure.
Yep.
You know, I am so sorry. God damn it, I'm so sorry that I keep keeping that cloud the monitor up. I know it's a pain in the ass, that echo. I need like a giant sign. Turn down monitor. I do it so often.
Troy?
He's got a comment on AI.
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Hang on.
I got a comment on AI.
Be up right after the break.
I got a comment on AI.
Good morning, Tom Martino Show. Yes.
Where is he, man? Is it here yet? Oh, it's here. Yeah.
All right, hang on.
No, but it's here. And it will be up. It's almost noon.
Sometimes people just don't understand that I'm not always here. Can't, sometimes I gotta pee.
No, we do understand it. You're not always there even when you're there.
That's nothing. You didn't have any calls during Ryan's show this morning, but Ryan is convinced in his narcissistic personality that people actually want to talk to him.
And what happened?
And takes Martino calls because the phone lines are open, and they truly believe that Martino is 24/7. So Ryan will get somewhat excited and be like, "Hey, I saw we had a caller, Martino." Oh.
Hey, I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. Troy's got a comment on websites and artificial intelligence. Go ahead, Troy. What's going on?
Hey, Tom.
Yeah.
I've got a lot of experience in this area. I've got a day job, but I've had a side hustle trying to doing online business for about 8 years.
Okay, let me
And
ask you a
I've
few
spent
questions.
More.
Are you familiar
Yeah.
with building websites on WordPress?
Yeah, no. So I built one by myself, and I built a pretty good looking site. The problem is if you're doing a site for e-commerce,
Yeah.
you don't want to do it by yourself.
No, you absolutely don't. Are you calling in response to what I asked about people who have a gig or want to start getting a gig on the side? Because I'd love to talk to you if you want to hold on. I got to take this break, but I'd love to talk to you.
Yeah, will do.
And I might be able to get you some clients. I have a few questions for you. I'm Tom Martino, where you have all kinds of things going on, plus Car Day. 303-713-TALK or 303-MARTINO.
Homeowners, if your leisure time feels
All right, stay warm, buddy.
Bo, I won't be coming in Monday. I have to.
What's
get
that, Doc?
I won't be coming in Monday. I'm getting my hearing aids fitted for me at 11 o'clock.
Yeah, did you go over for an appointment yesterday?
No, I called up. They said come in on Monday.
Oh, that's right. You had to make an appointment.
Yeah.
So how do they fit them? Do they mold them or do they do
I
something?
don't know. I have no idea.
Guess we're going to find out, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you want to come in.
I'll be in. I'll put my feet up if Mark and Suze aren't around. What Costco do you go to?
The one on Havana and Mississippi. Havana in Florida. It's like a half a mile from my house.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's good.
Get out of here.
Dragon's back.
He knows you're lying. In other words.
Exactly.
All right, see you, Zach.
Bye, Zach. The young Zach. All right, no Doc on Monday. Should go over to Tom's and steal his damn pizza. Dragon, are you there? I have a question.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, what's the fine for a expletive word from the FCC?
A job.
A job? Oh, they don't send you like a $300, like a ticket?
I don't know exactly what the fine is, but I know that they can fine the station,
Good afternoon,
the
Tom
DJ,
Martino Show.
and the individual that said it.
Oh, several fines?
Yes.
This is the Tom Martino
Oh,
Show.
okay.
How can I help you?
And you're only allowed one a month?
Yeah, you're allowed none ever.
Oh, I thought you were allowed a few.
No. There are fleeting expletives. So let's say if we're having a sporting event, playing the Broncos game or a Nuggets game or whatever have you, and somebody in the
Perfect. And he definitely
stands
wants to
says it,
Oh,
then we don't really get yelled at. We just get the side eye.
Oh, okay, yeah, because you picked it up from the crowd.
Exactly, and we can't control that.
Well, Dragon, has I heard ever been fined since you've been here?
Oh yeah, people have been fired for it.
Really?
Oh yes.
Oh, it's interesting. I
Yes.
thought maybe you got fined maybe once every 10 years or something.
No. It doesn't happen often, for sure. In the 20 years I've been here, I've known 2 people get fired for it. 3, 2 and a half.
Like no warning, just, hey, you got this out?
It depends on the severity.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty,
context and whatnot. Yeah.
it's pretty draconian.
Does it depend on the word? Like if you say
F.
the S word as opposed to the F word, is there a difference?
Again, for the fines and whatnot, I don't believe so. But for getting a talking to versus getting fired, there's a big difference.
I'd be curious to know what the fine is. I'd like to ask.
Well, that's just effing unbelievable.
That's good.
More than my paycheck, I'm sure.
You get paid?
Barely.
Come on. Well, Dragon's doing a lot better than us, Doc.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, there's not even pizza today. Where are the guys?
Well, I don't know where Jeff is out killing something,
That
and
sounds about right.
and Kevin is at Tom's.
Yeah, and I'm thinking of going over to Tom's and stealing his pizza.
You get yourself some pizza.
Hide it in his microwave or something. I'm tempted. I could drive over there, steal it, and be back here in 20 minutes. Because he's not listening anyway. Oh, there he is. I think he just...
I'm listening. What are you talking
Jesus.
about?
Oh, we're talking about you.
Oh, look, just enough time to go back there.
Right.
Bo,
threats to you and your family or job from AI. Friday, let's focus on some of the good things that are going to come out of AI for you and your family. Join me at 4.
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hey, I'm Tom Martino, and I welcome you to the show where we are talking about your everyday aches and pains, the things that make you tick, the things that tick you off, good things, bad things, all things in between. Today's car day. We're taking car problems and questions, complaints, and maintenance issues, repairs, but we're also talking other topics. We don't narrow it down that much. Kevin Calkin is with us from SheridanAutotech.com. Now, listen, So I was talking about the website development business. And I said there are so many businesses that get ripped off in technology. They hire a big firm or developers that promise the world, and they really don't do much, and they charge a lot of money. I know some companies, it's not uncommon for them to be charged $5,000 a month to maintain a website, a WordPress website, and do some SEO, search engine optimization. Listen, I believe everyone needs to be on the web with a website functioning, and they have to do a certain amount of SEO and marketing and all of that. But here's the deal. One guy asked, hey, can I get AI to build a website? And I said, well, AI is not there yet, not where it's going to build completely a website with all of the sub pages, the redirects, not the redirects, but the internal linking and the pages and the coordination. Okay. But you can use AI alongside WordPress, and it will give you step-by-step instructions. Most of the time, people don't know how to use AI. Most people just type in a question. To use AI effectively, if you know how to ask the questions in the chat window and you upload screen images, it can walk you through some of the most complicated processes. It walked me through doing things that like with Google Cloud, for example. You know, I go to Google Cloud, I say, well, how do I do this? And they say, you have to start a Google Cloud project, and then you have to do this, and then you have to do that. And it walked me through everything. But I was there every step of the way, taking screenshots and saying, I'm here now. And it says, okay, good. On the left-hand side, click this. I click it. They say, do this, do that. I love AI, and it can be used properly, but it takes discipline to use it properly. Anyway, getting on to the other topic, which is building websites. And I said, I wish there were more local and independent web developers that know WordPress that want to get some business, that I will advertise them free of charge, give them plugs, because I believe businesses need help. And I think that they could use live and local people instead of a Zoom to Pakistan or India, or a big firm who does that anyway and charges you out the nose. So before the break, we were talking to Troy. Then I saw Andrew also called. So I'm going to go back to Troy. Troy, you have a daytime job, but you say you do websites on the side. Is that right?
Well, I don't build websites. I have my own websites. And I've got experience with dealing with those SEO companies that say, trust the process. And it really is a scam. So with now, before I continue on that path, you're slightly wrong about AI. So there is a new tool out called OpenClaw.
Yeah.
So OpenClaw is basically a software application that rides on a server, and it will interact with the AI for you. And you talk to OpenClaw just like I'm talking to you. So I would say to OpenClaw, hey, OpenClaw, I want to build a WordPress website. And OpenClaw says, okay, sounds great. And so you're having this conversation.
Yeah.
Just as you would have with any human being.
Yeah.
So the difference between.
But wait, Troy, are you saying it literally? Troy, one thing you said the open claw. I love the idea. Are you saying that it interacts automatically with the AI, or does it tell you what to put into the AI, or is it the AI?
So we are going to get really, really nerdy. So those people that
all I'm asking is this: is it first of all, is it open claw as in a claw, CLAW?
Correct.
Okay.
Right. So OpenClaw interfaces with the AI through an API.
Okay, got it. But that's not something a person can set up like on their own right now. You said for
easily. So OpenClaw is a really simple setup process And there's a lot of YouTube videos that will tell you how to set up OpenClaw.
Okay.
And OpenClaw will then connect to what's called Open Router, which is basically a website that has all the AI engines with their API keys.
Really? So you're telling me some novice can get on OpenClaw and it'll walk through the process of opening up an account with OpenClaw, and then OpenClaw you talk to. Go ahead.
Well, you have to set up an OpenClaw server, and you do not want to put OpenClaw on your local PC. So OpenClaw is like giving a 5-year-old root access to your PC.
So you want to have a special dedicated PC for it?
Dedicated PC or a virtual private server. So there's a company called Host, HOSTINGER, that will let you set up a virtual private server. So that it is completely separate from your
but in essence,
private network.
Because I'm not going to go through it right now because it is getting too nerdy. But so you do this OpenClaw and you talk to it, and have you actually seen it? Have you actually seen it design websites?
Yeah. So what it does is. So basically, OpenClaw becomes a persona that has the ability to actually log into a server, actually type in commands on a command line or through a web interface.
Yeah.
So it actually has the power to act as a human.
Wow. Honest to goodness.
Yeah, it's crazy. So
how much does it cost, Troy? How much does it cost?
Well, the software itself is free and open source. So if you have your own PC, you're running it on a separate PC. It costs you nothing.
Well, what do you mean? How can they provide this service free of charge?
Well, because it's free software. It's FOSS.
Okay.
Free and open access software.
Okay.
Yeah,
wow.
And we could spend hours talking about this, but I'm trying to make this very succinct. And I know you're going to go off and go play with it.
That's right.
Please be very careful with it.
Now, why do you say be very careful with it?
Access.
What's wrong? What do you mean be very? Go ahead.
Yeah, because you're giving it system administrator access on whatever PC you're putting it on. So if you put it on your home laptop, it's basically giving your home, giving a 5-year-old access to your home laptop.
I gotta move on to another call, but I want to ask something real quick. When I Googled OpenClaw, I get several providers of OpenClaw. Like you have OpenClaw.ai, OpenClaw.this, OpenClaw.that. So is OpenClaw provided by a number of different people?
So OpenClaw.ai is the actual software page.
Yeah, that's the one you want?
Well, that's where you go to start. That's where you go to download the software.
Okay.
But like I said, Hostlinger is one that will spin up a virtual private server in the cloud for you.
And that's where you put.
I would recommend that you start. Yeah, start there because it's very simple to set up an OpenClaw in Hostlinger.
And you're saying Host Slinger?
Linger.
Like
HOSTINGER.
Okay. Thank you very much for the call, by the way. Leave your contact information because that's what we're doing. And if you want to get some private gigs, I'll give you some publicity. Andrew wanted to call in too about this. Andrew, are you a WordPress developer? Welcome to the show. I don't want to get too nerdy right now. I think we went over the limit there with that guy. But anyway, Andrew, are you a developer of WordPress websites?
Hey, Tom. Yeah. Yes, I am. I've been doing it for, 15, 20 years.
And do you really know the ins and outs of that damn thing?
Yes, I do. And it can be very confusing. I mean, there's there's like 1,000 ways to build a WordPress website, and there's like 1 or 2 good ways.
I'm glad you said that.
I put it to my.
And you know, okay, so you know how to deal with plugins, and you know how to deal with building the page for the best crawling of search engines, and how to do it right from the ground up.
Yes, and what I'll say is this: is when you build a WordPress website, I don't know how familiar you are with it, but a WordPress website requires a theme in order to give it the look and feel. And again, there's hundreds of thousands of themes out there, but there's 1 or 2 good ones that have good support, and one that are constantly updated, so they work with plugins. I mean, WordPress is a very popular platform, so that means it's popular with hackers.
Right.
So you got to stay on top of it. Another service we offer is monthly maintenance, and I heard you mention that with the previous caller and how it can be really expensive. We charge annually $190 for hosting, and then $75 a month for maintenance, and that maintenance includes backups of the site, making sure your plugins and WordPress and the themes are all up to date, because there's constant updates being put out, sometimes multiple times a month, but we go in once a month and make sure that's taken care of. And, for that, it's like a small retainer for like small changes on the site.
So let me ask you something. So you say we, so tell me about your company. Is it live and local here?
Yeah, UX Media House, Umbrella Xylophone, MediaHouse.com. And yeah, we're here we're based out of Boulder. Actually live out in Longmont.
So you do a lot of local businesses. You do a lot of local businesses.
Yeah, we do. We team up with a few digital marketing companies. One out of Tennessee. They used to be here in Denver, but then they moved out to Tennessee. So yeah, I mean, when it comes to SEO, we don't do it. I mean, when we build an original site, we set up the basics,
right?
But then we recommend, our partners.
And give us the name of your company again, and how people contact you.
U as in umbrella, X as in xylophone, MediaHouse.com.
Okay.
And our phone number is 303-632-0320.
0320. Okay, so I want to make sure I have it right. Okay, so it's uxmediahouse.com, 303-632-0320.
And 3203, yes.
Okay. Well, listen, I appreciate you calling in, and we need more of this live local stuff where people are. Andrew, can your clients talk to the people that work on their site, or is everything done by email and text only?
No, I mean, typically, well, let me rephrase it. Yes, they can talk to us. We usually meet over Zoom, even if people are semi-local, just because it's easier than driving around. But we will meet you face to face if that's what you want to do.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we do Zoom meetings all the time, just for like a quick check-in.
Right. Yeah, sure.
Hey, I need this done.
Well, thank you, Andrew. I appreciate the information. I got to run. We got more coming up on the Troubleshooter Show. Then we're going to talk about fire-resistant building materials again real quick, because the custom home builder who called says he found some answers. And, of course, I did too. And I read them earlier. I won't go over them again. So stay tuned for more.
Farmers and ranchers, when it's time to buy or sell ag equipment, think Purple Wave Auction. We're your go-to online marketplace for tractors, combines, sprayers, and more. With our no reserve policy, every item sells to the highest bidder. Experience the Purple Wave difference. Nationwide reach with a local touch. Purple Wave Auction. Whether you're expanding your operation or streamlining your fleet, we've got you covered. Visit purplewave.com today. Fuel your farm with Purple Wave Auction.
Hey, if you want to be a landlord and you need help, well, everyone needs help because being a landlord can be very complicated and risky and a hassle, but not the Vestera way. First of all, they find the right market to be a landlord, and it is in Colorado. So they'll find a great market around the country. They did for me. Then they help you locate a property that works, and they help you find renters and even manage the property, insure the property, and make sure that everything goes smoothly. They do it all as a service to you. And then when it comes time to sell, they sell the property for profit for you. If you're interested in this hand-holding and nannying of the landlord business and you want to explore it, go to VesteraTurnkey.com, VESTERRA, VesteraTurnkey.com, or 303-888-3788.
Are you going to leave me, Doc? You got to get... Oh, you going early to the Eagles?
No, I have to meet somebody.
Oh, okay, Doc. All right, I'll try to be good around here. Not get anyone pissed off.
Yeah, behave yourself.
Yeah, it's tough to behave myself.
See you next week.
All right, Doc. Good luck with the hearing aids.
Then you are a shitty parent.
Yep.
He's a shitty parent.
Make parents responsible for their kids again. And watch how things change.
I was going to ditch, but I better stick around. Chopper, you're old enough to be remembering writing letters with quill and inkwells. Right, your Tom Martino show.
Good afternoon, Tom Martino Show. Oh, you mean okay. What's your first name? All right. Hang on.
Studios. Trajan Wealth, your trusted local fiduciary advisors. TrajanWealth.com.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. So we've been talking about getting people getting people hooked up with WordPress developers. One guy called in about OpenClaw. It's not for the faint of heart. Trust me. I mean, just reading the stuff. I mean, you have to know you almost have to be a coder, maybe even a full stacker to know what the hell you're doing when you go on to this openclaw.ai. It definitely is not an easy thing to understand. Truly, it's not. So he said businesses could use it to try to interact with AI to build websites. It's way different than that. I'm not saying it has rave reviews from people who love it, but I'm sure they're experienced. And again, if you are a WordPress developer and you can help local businesses, listen, I'm going to give you free publicity. I'm going to talk about you, and I want to do this for local businesses, okay? I'm a big believer in business and people having their own business. I have several businesses, as you know, and I love entrepreneurialism, and I love helping people. And this is an area where a lot of people get ripped off in building websites, maintaining websites, and SEO. There's so many companies that charge outrageous monthly amounts, and they don't do a good job. And I just want someone live and local that can help people with their WordPress site or to develop a WordPress site. And we're specifically concentrating on WordPress, yes, because that's like 98% of them. So if you fit into that category and you're a WordPress developer, give me a call. Even if you do it on the side, call us at 303-MARTINO, 303-627-8466. I want to get a list of really good people. Now, Roger called this morning. He's a custom home builder. We were talking about new building codes requiring fire-resistant materials. And he had a question about log homes. Now, as I said, I researched that and answered it. And in essence, it does not, these new codes do not outlaw log homes. They do offer some guidelines for log homes and some requirements like fire retardant coatings, defensible space where you are clear of trees, and other miscellaneous things, fireproof roofing or fire-resistant roofing, etc. So, Roger, what did you want to add to this discussion you started this morning, sir?
Hey, Tom. Thanks for taking my call again.
Yeah.
So I listened to your follow-up, and you had mentioned about the sprinkler system, and I don't know if you... Yeah, so that's actually on the inside of the house.
Okay.
And... Yep, and up here in the mountains, the fire department was behind getting that pushed to approval on every house we build now, and it's basically just to suppress fire for 20 minutes, and it allows you to be able to get out of the house if the house is on fire. That's all it's designed for. It's not designed to save the house. It's just designed to save you to get out of the house.
Oh, I see.
Homes, yeah. And a lot of homes up here have really steep, hard driveways for the fire department to even get up, you know. So they pushed to get that approved, which was approved. But it also adds about, so we have a $4,000 impact fee that the fire department charges on a new home. And then the cost of the fire suppression system, sprinklers, which is between $30,000 and $40,000.
Wow.
And so Yeah, so it's increased the cost of building, but it doesn't give you any more house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
And then on the subject of insurance, there's only a few companies that will even insure people up here, and most of them are dropping people.
God, that's amazing.
And it's a result of that Boulder fire that it was very expensive for insurance companies, obviously, and XL Power, I think they took a big chunk of that responsibility, obviously. But I had neighbors that they have just their insurance company will drop them overnight. And now, if you have a mortgage, you have to scramble to try to find a company that's
you
going to
do.
insure you, or you could lose your house.
Wow. So,
so I was. Yeah.
do any houses ever put watering systems or sprinkler systems on the outside, on the exterior part of the house?
Not that I know of, and that was an idea I had a few years ago that said, why don't you just run a pipe along the ridge and then provide water that runs down the roof so you don't have embers setting your roof on fire. But nobody's ever done that. But like I said, it's the push for the code is required by the fire department to save your life.
Right.
It's not really to save the house,
Right. But you would think it would be, because by saving the house, you're saving it from spreading. That's what I was thinking. So it's not necessarily because they want to save that house, but they should want to save that fire from spreading. That's
right.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
I have a question for Roger.
Yeah, go ahead. He has a question.
Roger, this is Bo. How do people put in a fire suppression system in a mountain home that has a well that doesn't have city pressure? How does that? Because don't you need 50 to 60 psi?
Right. So the system, actually, they will install storage tanks inside the house, depending on the size of the house. Like the house I'm building now has 2 500-gallon storage tanks.
Golly.
Yes, and that will when the house catches fire. Well, not when the house catches fire. When one of the heads goes off to put a fire out, it uses that water to put the fire out, and it's under its own pressure. You definitely have to have a well that's going to produce enough to fill those tanks if they run out. But that's why it's only for 20 minutes. The 2 500-gallon tanks will give you enough water to get you out of the house. And then the fire department should be arriving.
Okay. Thank you.
Interesting.
Thank you, Roger. Appreciate the call. 303-713-8255. We have more coming up on the Troubleshooter Show. Hey, speaking of homes, if you need a furnace and you want the guaranteed lowest price, that's it. Guaranteed lowest price furnaces. Renew Home, innovations.com. No matter what the make or brand, side by side, the lowest price, 303-904-2000. This thing is so complicated. I mean, so complicated. Oh, yeah. I mean, just to get it. I mean, just to read the directions, you don't even understand what they mean.
Well, especially given the changes, like you said, SEO all the time, algorithm changes and everything else. Somebody knows what they're doing.
pressurized tanks work. I just asked a question for the listeners.
You guys do your own website, like referral list and stuff? Or who does that?
Referral list is done by a company called, that's a big one. So that one is a directory site that a company does that one. I do, and I've done my finance one and all that. I just like toying with them, but they're very simple sites. I could not do a really complicated one.
Unless you have a retail store.
But yeah. I could never do the full Monty. Yeah, it would be crazy.
Your trusted local fiduciary advisors, TrajanWealth.com.
Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW.
Hi, we are here on Car Day today with Kevin Calkin, but you can call about anything. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. John, welcome to the show. What's going on, John? What's happening?
Hey, Tom, thanks for taking my call. Hey, I think it was last week you and Kevin were talking about no sulfur in diesel fuel, so you need to put a additive in the fuel. What is that you need to add to your tank?
Well, it just replaces the lubricating qualities of the sulfur. You can go on all kinds of forums and Google it. There's many, many good ones.
Does BG?
Okay.
They all have them. Yeah.
And do you have, what kind of diesel do you have?
I've got Cummins Turbo Diesel. It's a 05.
Yeah, I think Jeff was bringing it. He has a favorite brand, and I'm not sure which one he was recommending.
But BG products, everyone loves.
Everyone loves. But yeah, just a good alternative. Fuel treatment for diesel, replace sulfur.
How many miles do you have?
117.
And it's just like being broken in, isn't it?
Yeah, it runs perfect. It's a champ.
See, thank you, John. Appreciate it. Kevin.
Hey,
yeah, go ahead, John. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
I'm fixing to retire soon. And I've been looking at the Subaru Crosstreks, and I heard you guys talking earlier about the over-revving. I'm kind of trying to find something that's like a all-wheel drive, 30, 35 grand that might last as long as I do. Do you think that would be a good vehicle?
Oh, yeah. Subaru makes a great car. You know, you also have the RAV4s. You got a lot of different ones to look at. I would look at a bunch.
Okay.
Yeah, Toyota's high on the list. Subaru's high. Absolutely.
Toyota will outlast everyone.
Yep.
Thank you, John, for calling. Perfect. Appreciate it. 303-713-TALK. 713-8255 or 303 Martino. What I'd like is talk to WordPress developers. I've gotten some text from businesses saying they would love to see a WordPress developer or get a WordPress developer locally. We've been talking about this because so many times businesses don't know what the hell they're doing. And, they hire a big company to do it. And all that big company does is overcharge for just WordPress sites and templates and themes and SEO. Now, again, I'm not saying there isn't a place for all of that, but I am sure that there are a lot of gig developers who would love to take on other clients, and possibly they do it on the side, or they want to start their own business or expand their own business. Call us. We'd love to talk to you. And then I will, for free of charge, plug the hell out of your business, really, especially if you're good at it. Because what I'm doing by plugging that is helping business. We're helping business. And that's what I want to do, help small businesses. So I just wanted to bring this up because I think it's apropos for today. But gasoline prices, I hear, might go back up again because of the Iran conflict. Right now, some fear is starting to enter the marketplace. So speculators are paying, the prices are going up, but let's just put it that way. So it looks like gasoline might go up, and that just could happen. Okay. And if that happens, of course, that is what causes your gasoline prices to go up. And that's some of the stuff we're hearing, is that the oil prices might jump, gasoline might jump, but this is really something related to the Iran situation. Also, the tariff ruling. This is really big news. The Supreme Court struck down Trump's ability.
70% of them, yeah.
So, if you think about this, the Supreme Court blocked the tariff. Now, that was a major test of his executive powers. So they say that he can't use this emergency law he was using in order to do those sweeping tariffs. And it was a 6-3 decision. And really, what they're saying is you can't do it. So what does that mean? So any of the ones that were imposed, do they have to be removed?
Well, they haven't said about refunding. I haven't read that yet. So
I don't know about refunding, but they heard oral arguments and they talked about it. And Trump declared that the U.S. trade deficit was a national emergency. He tried to say that we have a national emergency, and he was invoking the powers for this emergency law, saying, I have the power to stop this emergency by imposing these tariffs. And of course, he is really pissed off that the Supreme Court did this. And basically, they're saying Congress is the only one that can do that. And the president cannot, on his own, impose tariffs. That took a big, big weapon away from him. And I imagine trade partners who were in a battle with him or a tug of war, I imagine they're really happy about it. But it's over as far as the tariffs go. Okay, we got more coming up. 303 713 Talk, 713 8255.
Now, impact traffic.
Here's a look at the roads for your afternoon drive. There is an accident in the center lane on eastbound I-70 at Kipling with slow traffic back to Ward. That crash has been moved off to the right shoulder on southbound I-25 at Lincoln in Douglas County. There is a crash on southbound Santa Fe approaching Aspen Grove with stop-and-go traffic from Bowles. And eastbound I-70 is closed between Silverthorne and Loveland Pass. I'm Vida Urbonis with traffic.
This report is sponsored by Taking a Walk Podcast.
I'm Buzz Knight, host of the Taking a Walk Podcast. Step with us into the world of music. I bring you up-close conversations with new and legendary musicians. For one of the best music interview podcasts, listen to Taking a Walk on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
I love Discount Bath. First of all, they have great walk-in shower conversions. If you just want to do that for under 10 grand, think about that. But they also have Discount Baths, the best prices ever on your bathrooms. That's right. And if you want to put them to the test, they invite it. In fact, they even give you a price by email without coming to your home, and all you have to do is send them some video. This is how you do it. Go to discountbath.com to get the private upload link, because they don't want just anyone uploading, okay? So you have to answer a few questions to make sure you're a real person. You get this link. Now, take your smartphone into the bathroom and tell them what you want. Hey, I want to move this toilet. I want to move this sink. I want to make a double vanity. I want to walk-in shower. I want to move this wall. Whatever you want to do. And then you upload that video to that link they gave you, and they send you a price. Now, if you want to talk to them, they'd love to talk to you and visit, but you can do it either way. Discountbath.com for the video uplink, and to call them, it's 720-979-2322. Okay, you want to be a landlord? Well, yeah, a lot of people do. But they don't want the conventional risks and hassles. And first of all, being a landlord in Denver and in Colorado, forget it, okay? It's truly not conducive right now. The prices are too high. The laws are too strict and weird. So what Vestera did is went around the country and found the best markets to own rentals. Then they help you find a home in that market. Then they help you manage that, rent it out, insure it, take care of repairs and maintenance, all of that under their purview. VesteraTurnkey.com. They walk you through. They're your nanny. 303-888-3788. 303-888-3788.
I've always wanted to learn.
Do, 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 do.
You can trust.
From the economy
Take a look at your 401ks.
Trim the deficit.
to Iran,
Make a deal, otherwise it's going to be traumatic.
We should calm down the rhetoric.
hear all about it. Talk about it on Denver's talk station 630 KHOW.
Hi, Tom Martino. Welcome to the show. Mark wants to talk about his 2008 GMC truck. What's going on, Mark? Welcome to the show. What's happening?
My differential is leaking, and
Speakers down.
I was wondering what's going to work better, RTV or anaerobic sealant.
Okay, now explain it so people can understand it, Kevin. He's talking about caulking, not caulking up, sealing it.
Well, sealing the cover, most likely, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
You
Don't
can
they
also
make gaskets.
I was going to say you can also get a gasket and not use any sealant, one or the other.
Okay.
But the RTV works very well.
Yeah.
You know, as long as you let it cure before.
Time for RTV.
Well, you got to let it cure. You can't just put it in and
24 hours is good.
24 hours typically.
You know, what about a gasket? Why are you why aren't you doing a gasket?
I don't know if I'll find one.
You can make gaskets, right?
Well, you can make them. We get them all the time through Napa and other places. Yeah, you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
So
the
just-
RTV
it
does
seems like
come in.
every time-
It comes in handy if your pan's not completely flat because it can.
Or you can do a little bit. You can also use that to coat the gasket, right?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
But just give it enough cure time and you'll be safe.
Challenge.
How many miles on your truck? How many miles?
303,000 miles.
You liar. How you have?
No, I swear.
What
I'll
have
show
you?
it to you.
What have you done to the truck?
I did take the engine out and rebuild it, but not because it was out of power. It was just leaking everywhere.
And how many miles ago did you do that? How many miles ago did you do that?
265,000 or 270,000.
Oh my
somewhere in
God!
there.
What about transmissions? How many transmissions?
Absolutely nothing on the
Come
transmission.
on, man!
I changed the fluid. I changed the fluid on it.
You have never done anything to that transmission other than change fluid in 300,000 miles.
Absolutely correct.
That's amazing.
That is so amazing. I can't believe it.
The rear end is giving me more trouble. I had to put a bearing in that, and I had to put a pinion seal in it also.
So what is your plan, to keep it forever?
Yeah, it's a work truck.
At this point, why not?
Wow.
It's paying me so many dollars per mile.
Of course. And you can look, you won't get a dime for it anyway. I mean, really and truly. No. So that's pretty cool. Thank you very much, Mark. My God, 300,000 miles on a transmission. I've never heard that. We should run that by Jeff Fick. We got more coming up. Get your calls in. And I want to hear from website developers. Give me a call. We need to help local businesses. 303-713-TALK.
$5,000. That.
God, someday I'll remember to turn that fucking speaker down. I am putting a sign up. Tim says he'll build me a sign, but I don't know where he's going to build it. I can't have it in my way.
It's only bad when you take calls.
Yeah, I know. It's bad. Okay. I got a scam text. This is a woman who says that I should drop off her dog. She's home from her modeling contract, and you know, and she can drop my dog off. How stupid do they think I am? They work into the text. They're a model.
Exactly.
And you drop off my dog. So I say, well, you got the wrong number. I did. They say, oh, really? I'm sorry. And then she asks a question. Do you live in this area? Yeah.
Sure you do.
Have you ever dated a model before? Yeah, I know all that bullshit.
Send her over to Kevin.
Oh, yeah. That'll go over well.
To a stinging rebuke by the Supreme Court striking down most of his tariffs imposed since taking office, President Trump with stinging criticism of the 6 justices voting against the cornerstone of his economic and foreign policy. They're just being fools and lapdogs for the rhinos and the radical left Democrats. Not
I'm glad they're going to rescind these tariffs. I'm tired of spending $17 a pound for coffee when it used to be $6.99 last year.
Wah.
I need to come into iHeart every day and just drink their coffee.
Just buy it at Costco.
What the fuck is that?
What does this sound like, bro?
What is that? A baby.
Yeah, it's you crying about tariffs.
Okay. Well, Kevin, do you like all of these tariffs in your business?
No, not necessarily. I mean, the prices, unfortunately, we just pass on. So I mean, that doesn't affect it too much. But no, every other thing, yeah, price went up on everything.
Good afternoon, Tom Martino Show.
I've always bought my coffee at Costco and places like that, so it's still.
That's what people are telling me to do, is buy the big tub of it.
Well, not a big tub, but I get beans and grind them, but they're only $5-6 a pound through Costco.
Oh, you grind them?
Oh, heck yeah. Every morning.
You do?
Yeah. Oh, I love
So you don't have Keurig?
Nope, not at home. At the office, I do.
What do you have at home? Coffee pot?
Yeah.
A drip maker like a Mr. Coffee?
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what I have.
Yep, and I grind the beans, put it in, and it's a thermal.
I wish that they made Keurigs you could pack your own. Then you could grind. They do make their own. You can pack your own pods.
Yeah.
Now that would be worth it.
Yeah.
You're doing your own pods.
Yeah.
I mean, not worth it. I mean,
you don't get the plastic either. That's the thing. But you get those on Amazon. It's like 2 of them you get for about $6-7 or something.
Is the ground coffee that much better, Kevin?
I like it, but I have a thermal pot, so I make a pot and I just take the whole pot with me into my office, and I'm on the computer in the morning before work with me and my coffee. Or in the summer, I sit out on the patio with a laptop with the coffee. So, yeah.
You guys are busy, aren't you, Kevin?
Yeah, we are. Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, there was no place to park the other day.
Well, we saw you coming, so we.
Oh, you just are slamming me. Oh, Sherry's going to hear that one.
Yeah,
you saw me coming.
The door was locked, too. Did you notice?
Yeah, I know. I think I had to go around the back where the employees go.
Exactly.
Should have just put the cash in the envelope, slid it under the door, and just kind of weaseled out of there.
What'd your neighbor think? Is he going to take it?
He's actually used to be the district attorney. He says it's a typical story. Well, my wife won't let me have it. Type of bullshit. But I think it's a great car. He just drove it down the block, but no. So I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna drive it up the Rod Greer Saturday.
Yeah.
He has a lot of cars for sale. My daughter and I went over there yesterday. I'm trying to find a little SUV for her.
Well, they have 20, 30 dealers over there, don't they?
You know what, Kevin? I was shocked. There's 50 people working there.
Yeah, it's a big outfit.
I thought it was only like 10 or 15 salespeople tops.
No. It's big time.
He's got an acre.
Yeah,
he's got several big acreage of cars.
I didn't realize that.
They got a couple hundred cars in inventory at all times, yeah.
Yeah, my daughter and I spent the whole afternoon out there looking at stuff. Yeah, he spent a lot of time with us, drove us around, let us drive, just gave us the keys here, go drive this around, go drive that. How much pizza do you have left over there?
We don't have pizza.
We had
you didn't order?
Best calzone. Really good.
Oh.
That was delicious.
Was it Anthony's?
No, they don't have them anymore on their menu.
Oh, I'll be damned.
Just as well. This one was better than
Anthony's
by far. Yeah.
Where did you get it?
What's it called? Walters?
Walters 303.
Never heard of it before.
I'm gonna write it.
Yeah, no, really, really good.
Walters.
And that one was plenty big enough for 2 people. It was huge.
Have you used them before, Kevin? I never heard of Walters.
Total random shot through.
It was good.
Yeah. Makes me wonder about their pizza. If their calzone's that good, their pizza might be that good too.
Walters 303.
Yeah, they got like 5 places around town.
I'm glad you told me that. I was going to sneak over there around 12:30, and I was going to take the pizza and hide it in Tom's microwave. But Doc left, so I figured I'd better stick around. No. But I was ready to go.
Hey-ho.
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help.
Look at your sign, Tom.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hey, Tom Martino here. Welcome to the show, the only show of its kind anywhere. We talk about everything in your life that's important. Really, if you think about it, politics are important. Most talk shows are politics, right? We don't talk. We talk politics once in a while, but we mainly talk those everyday aches and pains. And we try to get rid of the bad guys. People who lie to you and cheat and rip off. I've always said this. These people take more energy being liars and cheaters than it does to do things right. There's something about liars and cheaters. It goes far beyond lazy. They're anything but lazy. In fact, I think liars and cheaters work harder. It's almost like a gambling addiction. With gambling, you want to get something and you want to figure it out and you get this high. And I think liars and cheaters, after all these years of doing this, I think they just get a high off of cheating somebody. Can you imagine? Talking to somebody, getting a $15,000 check up front or, money up front, and then knowing you're not going to do anything, and then avoiding their phone calls or giving clever answers to put them off and put them off and put them off. And because it's so much money to go after people, so many people just drop it. But I'm telling you right now, we will help you. If someone really is cheating you in any way, or you're getting the song and the dance, that is where we'll help you. I love this one right here. The little tap dance. Somebody giving you that? If somebody's giving you that tap dance, or I like this other one. Yeah. So if somebody's jive talking you or giving you the tap dance, we will get to them and we'll put them out of business if we can. So anyway, it's Car Day. I got Kevin Calkin with me from Sheridan Auto Tech. We have plenty of car questions to talk about. So I'm going to get right to them. We had some car electrical issue ones. Hold on, let me get to them. Some of these, by the way, I found the great thing I do with AI. I take my texts and emails and I funnel them into AI, and then AI summarizes them.
That's really pretty cool how that works.
It's so good. Then you don't have to read the whole thing.
Yep.
Okay, so here's one right here. My alternator, let's see. My battery keeps dying. I've replaced them twice. It can't be the batteries. Now, they say that they believe it's a voltage regulator or a failing alternator. but this shop says they don't know which. So, okay, first of all, let's talk about this. Batteries die when they're not being charged, okay? Very seldom is it the battery itself. So let's just break it down. You got a battery. Batteries are used to start the car. Once the car starts, then everything moves over to the alternator, right?
Correct.
Then the alternator generates electricity to keep electronics and electric stuff going and lights and all of that. And then the extra goes to charge the battery.
Well, simplified, yes. Yeah.
Well, simplified, but
basically.
Yeah.
Well, it's all run through the battery, so it basically
so it's constantly being
voltage.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Is an alternator.
So it doesn't switch over directly to the alternator.
It doesn't.
Because that wouldn't be clean enough power.
Correct.
Ah, okay. So the the battery starts the car without any help. Then once the car is started, the alternator starts charging up the battery.
Yep.
And then everything is run through the battery.
Correct.
Okay. If the alternator is not doing its job, then it doesn't charge the battery, and eventually the battery goes dead.
Just runs out.
Because it's running all your stuff, right?
Exactly.
Okay. Now, what causes an alternator to go bad?
Well, there's a number of things depending on how new a technology you have, because a lot of cars now use the main computers to determine when to turn the alternator off.
Okay, wasn't it a voltage regulator that used to do that?
Well, it still has the voltage regulator, but the computer decides when to turn it off and on.
So a voltage regulator for us dummies basically reads the voltage of the battery.
Yep. It's kind of maintain a minimum window, if you will.
And that lets the alternator current into the battery in a certain way.
Correct. And not overcharge. Because you don't want to overcharge, because then you just boil it.
So that's what the voltage regulator does.
Yes.
But then why would you need a computer to tell it when to go on and off? No one cares about this except me. I'm so anal about it. Why? If you have a voltage regulator, isn't that doing the decision making?
The computer is determining prior to what's happening whether we're going to need the charge or not.
Okay, got it.
So if you turn your air conditioning on, it'll boost the alternator before that puts the AC on, for example, and things like that. So,
okay, now. So if their batteries keep dying, it's not the battery. Because, well, actually, it could be the battery. Batteries don't hold charge. So what you do is it's easy to test the battery. That's the number one thing.
Yep.
So now you test the battery, you find out, wait a minute, the battery may have died, but it's not defective. Therefore, it's the charging system. And the only thing in the charging system it could be is maybe the computer, the voltage regulator, or the alternator. And isn't the voltage regulator now built into the alternator?
Yeah, for the last 20 years, 25 years.
Okay,
but if you have an older car, it could be separate.
Yeah, but it's not.
Sure.
So what would you do in this case? Is there a way to test the alternator?
Yes. Yeah, you just check to make sure you get your powers and grounds at the alternator inputs. And if you get the outputs, you just measure inputs, outputs like any other component.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty straightforward.
So why didn't they do that?
Don't know.
Okay.
Yep.
That's why you're in business. I have a parasitic. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I got a question for Kevin.
Yes, sir.
On the alternator and battery. So, Kevin, what if you have an older car and you get the car started and then you take the battery out of the car?
Mm-hmm.
Can you drive the car forever with just the alternator?
Some you can. Sure. Some you can. Yes.
Wait a minute. I thought you said everything
goes through, but I mean, it also will, depending on how the car's set up. And as he's pointing out,
it will feed the bus.
It'll just keep rolling. Yeah.
It will feed. But newer cars, it doesn't feed the bus. It feeds the battery.
Yes.
And the battery completes the circuit.
Correct.
Okay.
I have one more quick question.
No problem. Go ahead.
Okay, so when you're testing a car, like I have my old 66 Mustang, if you will. So if you got the car running and you want to test the alternator, I heard if you put your voltmeter on the battery, if it puts out over 12, like 12 and a half volts, does that mean the alternator is working? If it's putting out a little bit over this?
It just depends on your starting voltage in the battery. If your voltage was 12 and a half when you started and it's still 12 and a half, it doesn't tell you anything.
Okay.
What if it was 12 and now it's 12 and a half?
You would see that it's working. But on that car, you can what they call full field your voltage regulator very easily, and that'll boost it'll check your alternator.
So you take out the gate and see what happens.
You put power to the voltage regulator, and it'll kick the alternator on.
And then you'll see the change immediately. And that tells you the alternator's working.
Yep.
Okay. Now,
interesting.
What about this one? I have a parasitic battery drain. They can't tell. They say it could be a faulty module, whatever. So bad door switch, whatever. Parasitic drains, though, are not always abnormal. Sometimes they're, I mean, are you telling me most new cars now, all of them are draining the battery 24/7?
There's an acceptable level of drain in all cars.
Because they keep what going?
Memory's alive in the computers and different things. Even though they sleep, they're still using battery. You know, just like your laptop.
And they can go a pretty long time, right?
Oh, yeah, they can go a month easy. Yeah.
Okay, but to get rid of parasitic drain, you'd have to know it's excessive first. If it's not excessive, you don't get rid of it.
You have to measure the drain.
Now, if somebody's going on an extended leave or military guy, if he disconnects a terminal from the battery, that obviously will do away with it. But it will kill all his stuff, right?
Well, I'd rather use a maintainer.
Okay, because otherwise you have to reprogram a lot of stuff.
And it's not good for stuff to completely drain.
Okay.
You know?
Therefore, that's the drain. I love these summaries. Let me see here. Oh, my dashboard lit up like a Christmas tree and does it while I'm driving every now and then. What does it mean?
Oof.
When you're driving and you get all your idiot lights at once, that could be anything, Kevin. Just a short, right?
I would say that's typically a connection issue more than anything. To see
connection of that.
Connection at the
because
battery.
Really, when you start, I'm going to give you my amateur. No, I got it, I think. So when you start your car, they all come on.
Yep.
Okay, so what if somehow there's a loose connection causing it to think you just started it?
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like it kicked into that mode.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Or they lose voltage. If you drop below 12, every module in the car will start triggering codes.
This person wants to know, I've heard about this. I've replaced it. I want to know what the hell it does. Body control module.
Depending on the car, it controls almost everything on the car from wipers to
It's a computer.
It is.
Okay, so what do you mean by controlling it? Do the off and on switches go through it? Or how do you mean control
There
it?
used to be separate relays, and now they're using these modules to basically solid state circuit boards.
So it used to be you turn on the wipers, and it goes to a relay.
Yep.
And the relay works the micromotor.
Correct.
Now it goes to the body control module.
Correct.
The BCM.
Yep.
And then that turns on, that goes out and turns on the wipers.
Yep.
So everything goes through the body control module.
Everything. Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
But that doesn't actually control the way the engine runs, right?
No, the ECM, the electronic control module.
So ECM is different. How is the electronic control different than
control module?
What's that?
ECM, engine control module.
Yeah. Oh, so it's specifically for the engine.
Yes.
What does that control?
Fuel regulation, spark regulation, charging systems, all kinds of different things. And some of them cross over. Some BCMs do this and that, and some of
now
depending on the car.
Is the health of the body control and the engine control, those modules, are they checked through the data port, or do you have to check them directly?
No, they have the port you plug in and
underneath the dash.
Yeah, right under the dash. They all have the OBD2 plug, and you can just plug in.
Does that plug? Do you advise customers? I mean, they don't cost that much to buy a little computer anymore.
No, if you want a little code reader and you can keep up on it, sure. Yeah.
But it doesn't. You said it only tells you the area or the system, not necessarily the problem.
No, it tells you what the computer saw.
So it sees a problem in a certain area. Give me an idea of what it would tell you.
You had a misfire, so the car stuttered.
Right. So you read the code and it says what?
P0303.
And what would that mean?
Misfire number 3 cylinder.
Okay, but it doesn't tell you exactly why. No. A bad wire, a bad spark plug.
Oil,
but at least it narrowed it down.
Correct.
Oh, that's pretty damn cool. You see, we educate people here on the show as well. 303-713-8255 and Denver Regen. I know they do weight loss drugs, pennies on the dollar, and they do testosterone replacement therapy for men. They do hair replenishment with stem cell, and then good old-fashioned tendons and joints, denverregen.com.
iHeartRadio.
Olympics update. Olympic veterans Alana Myers-Taylor and Callie Armbruster-Humphreys are among 6 Americans in today's two-woman bobsled. The two have combined for 11 Olympic medals. Armbruster-Humphreys says she continues to prove herself.
You know, as soon as you reach 40, it's all downhill from there. And I think Alana and I are both proof that that's not true.
Meanwhile, the Team USA men's hockey team faces Slovakia in the Olympic semifinals today.
For NBC's live coverage from Italy, search Olympics on the free iHeartRadio app.
You know, some people say, Tom, I had that furnace refurbishment done, and I thought maybe you were exaggerating a little. I couldn't believe it. I said, oh, my God, my furnace was spread out on the lawn. They can do it in the basement floor or whatever. They take apart your furnace. I mean, I swear to you, they do. And then they clean every nook and cranny, including the cabinet, the blower motor, and every part of it, the burners. They adjust it, put it all back together, and then they add life and efficiency to that furnace with a no breakdown guarantee. They want to show you how thorough they are for new customers only. That's why they want you to call them when you get a problem. That's why they do this. It's just $39. It's a wild, wild deal. Crazy deal. And the number is 720-526-3939 or go to fixmyhome.com. Hey, Joe Lazar is a criminal defense attorney unlike any others. Here's how he operates. Free initial consultations always. Always. You call him when you're in trouble and he'll talk to you. If you decide to hire him, then what you have is a flat rate price for the entire case. 303-429-6200.
Boy, Trump's not going down without a fight.
Martino Show.
He said he can impose 10% tariffs for 150 days with no nothing. And then Congress would have to be involved.
So he's going.
He's not.
He's doubling down.
He's not stopping.
Well, Kevin, he can impose any tariff he wants. Congress just eventually has to approve it.
Yeah, but here's the thing. If he imposes a bigger tariff, let's say one of these ones that were just ruled unconstitutional, what would happen? Wouldn't the foreign entity have to bring a lawsuit?
More than likely, yeah.
I mean, really,
it's not automatic that he just can't, sure. So coffee's not going down, Bo.
Well, I guess I need to go to Costco.
They really do have good prices.
Coffee is ridiculous. I mean,
I'd buy a 3-pound bag for $18.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And that's double what it used to be.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, it was like $10 before.
I'll just come over to iHeart every day, get my coffee, since I have a code to get in up here.
I'll buy you a cup of coffee, Bo. Come on by.
Will ya? Can I come over? Will you open up a parking space for me so I don't have to park across the street?
You may have to walk. You may have to walk a little. Yeah.
Oh.
Bo's just a troublemaker.
Everywhere he goes.
Yeah, a shitster.
I don't want to wait that long. You're going to be...
I want to see if that goes through.
Oh, good. We got a caller, Kevin, about problem with acceleration coming up.
Sweet. Not sweet.
And I have another battery question, too.
Okay.
One guy says disconnect negative cable.
So,
put an
Kevin, I'll tell you, so I don't stump you like D will.
He doesn't stump me.
How do you put the cape when you jump a car? Why do they always say to put the positive cable on first?
Oh, wait.
Then the negative.
Negative first.
Negative first.
Oh,
always.
I got it reversed in my way. I didn't know that.
The reason you do the negative first is because then if you touch anything with the other wire, you're not going to spark.
Well, yeah, exactly. If you hit the positive first, you may spark it.
Well, that's a good thing to bring up on the air. Sure. I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. Always you do the negative first because negative,
really?
Touching a negative will do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the whole body's negative, basically.
Yep, exactly.
So when you're jumping someone's car, you always want to put the negative clamps on first.
Yeah, that's only if, so when you're connecting the positive with that other side, if you happen to touch something, it'll spark the shit out of you.
I've seen that.
It could blow up the car.
Could do a lot of damage, yeah.
Okay. Negative first.
Negative first.
I think he asked that question that way to trick us.
Oh, he thought we wouldn't get it.
I'm not a trickster. I'm a shitster.
I'll take the call first if we have it here. Larry. Is this never mind. Is this Leisure 15 for next one, or did you put it down? Okay, got it. I took it off. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Kevin, your health good?
Yeah, all in all. Yeah. I've been seeing Kimberly now for about a year.
Trusted local fiduciary advisors. TrajanWealth.com. 630 KHOW, an iHeartRadio station.
Hey, I'm Tom Martino. We got a question here. Let's go to Larry. Larry, what's going on with you? Welcome.
Hey, living the dream.
Hey.
I've got a 1998 Dodge Ram 2500 diesel. It won't accelerate, and the mechanic shop I've got it at, they basically condemned the ECU. But they don't want to replace. They don't want to replace it because the company that they used to buy the computers from says they're garbage anymore. So they're just going to have it coming back and coming back.
Well, that's crazy.
And I don't know. I didn't know if your electronic guy there has ever.
Well, let's talk about it. First of all, let me ask you a little something on this 98. How many miles?
It's probably 200,000, 250.
And is it true, Kevin, that if they do a new ECM, it's just crap?
It is a problem with some of the older cars because the builders and the quality of the builds on the older stuff is really deteriorating. I know what they're talking about.
So what does that mean? I mean, do you?
Well, they're not available new. That's the problem. You can't buy a new one. So the builder.
You're not buying a new one for that age.
No, there is nothing. Nothing.
You just buy an old one from somewhere else. Where do you get it? Oh, rebuild.
They rebuild them, but the quality of the rebuilds is really, really inferior.
Can you rebuild them, or is it too intricate?
No. Okay. It's a problem with the older cars.
Then what do you do, Larry? Are they saying you just live with it?
I mean, we're all.
What? You're moving in and out here, Larry.
Computer, is the truck just dead?
Yeah, okay. In other words, does it not accelerate all the time, or is it an intermittent problem?
All the time. It'll run and idle, but you cannot accelerate.
Well, then it's as good at all. So basically, the truck's useless.
It is, but are they 100% sure on the ECM?
It could be another
reason. Or are they
reason.
trying something?
They have tried everything, and they're to the point of condemning the ECM.
Because they should have, most of the old.
When you say condemning, what good is that? I mean, what's so big deal? They condemn it. They call it bad. Then what?
The only solution is to either find a replacement or send this out and get it rebuilt and hope they do a decent job.
Well, then you have no choice, right? I mean, really, you truly have no choice.
I would call around a little bit. A lot of these guys keep what they call test modules for these older ones. We don't do a lot of diesel work, so I don't have one, but I know several other shops I've worked with, they've got test modules they'll plug in and verify complaints before they go through that.
Okay.
So
Can I get the name of somebody
if you want to leave your stuff, I don't have the numbers with me, but I'll get somebody for you. Yeah.
Just call them up over at the
I'll
shop.
be over at the shop later on. Yeah, after like 3 o'clock.
Sheridan Auto Tech, 303-455-7242. Thanks, man. Lindsay, what's happening, Lindsay?
Hello.
Hey, what's happening?
Oh, I am dealing with a lemon that I was sold in April of 2025 by Corf dealership in Fort Morgan. They sold me a 2011 Tahoe with a bad catalytic converter and a bad transmission, and they're now. I had purchased an extended warranty.
Did you buy?
On it as well,
Okay, you bought it. You bought it as is, but you bought an extended warranty.
Correct. Yeah.
And what is actually wrong with it?
Well, it had a bad catalytic converter, and it was running really bad, and then next thing you know, the transmission started slipping. I took it into them to have them look it all over, and they did diagnose the bad catalytic converter.
When did you? Okay, when did all these problems happen? You bought it used when? In 24?
No, I bought it used April of 2025.
Okay, and then when did you start having problems?
December-ish of 2025, and then I had to tow it to the dealership January 6th of this year, and they still have it.
So when you had problems in December of 2025, a few months ago, did they ever fix it temporarily and then it started going bad again, or was it never fixed?
I had taken it to a different mechanic shop, and they tried to do some warranty work. It did not fix the problem. So I took it back to the dealership where I purchased it, and that's when I took it back in January. So nothing has been fully fixed.
What's the name of the dealer?
The dealership it's Corf, so KORF as in Frank.
I've heard of them.
Dodge,
Okay.
Ram, Chrysler.
Okay.
In Fort Morgan.
Okay. So here's the deal. First of all, you bought it as is, subject to the extended warranty. Why isn't this being covered? Is it being covered, I should ask, by the extended warranty? First of all, is it being covered?
The catalytic converter, no, but they just informed me today that they will only cover a remanufactured transmission, the extended warranty will.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
So is that what's wrong right now, the transmission?
Yeah, the transmission is the main issue now.
Okay, hold on, and we'll figure this out, okay? And maybe call them or something. But let's analyze this. 303-713-8255. Okay, so I mean, what the hell? I mean, what's wrong with the rebuilds? I mean, what did she expect?
Well, you can't buy a new one.
I mean, why would Beck want it in 2011?
Yeah.
I mean,
and exhaust isn't covered. Catalytic converters are not covered under anybody's warranty.
Okay, we'll mention that.
This report is sponsored by the White House Briefing Room Podcast with John Decker. I'm John Decker, joining weekdays for 15 minutes of no-spin White House coverage straight from the press briefing room. Subscribe now to the White House Briefing Room on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Facing a job loss? Considering a pension buyout, a severance package, or what to do with your 401k? Hi, I'm Linda Gardner, host of Your Money, Your Retirement, and I can help. 720-488-8604. That's 720-488-8604.
part was confusing. She mentioned she had repairs done at another shop.
After this or before?
Before. I'm just curious what that was all about.
This Nancy Guthrie, man, it just has me so baffled. Like, what was the goal if they didn't want ransom? If it wasn't, what was it for? I mean, if they were making a statement, what statement did they make?
Nothing. Something doesn't. Either we're not getting half of the story, or yeah.
Ryan Schuling live. What a surprise!
What do you mean?
The all-in-one wealth tech platform for advisors at all stages of growth.
Oh, that's me making that sound. I was wondering who the hell's doing that. Stop.
Now to an update on the search for Nancy Guthrie, as the Pima County Sheriff's Office announces that investigators are looking into the possibility there was an accomplice involved in this case. It comes as a 911 dispatch manager tells Fox News they are being flooded with tips over Guthrie's disappearance.
We have intel and we have investigators on the other side of these calls, basically, that are combing through the thousands of
tips
that are being received.
You're hearing this?
There has been a few times where we feel that somebody needs to look at this tip. Somebody needs to look at this lead.
What kind of tips, Kevin, on how to do a proper pre-buy inspection?
Investigators to say, hey, this information was put
No, you're
never post that.
What's that?
You're hopeless.
Also providing an update on clues in the investigation.
They got the
The
backpack.
only item that has been positively identified is the Ozark backpack.
That's what Sherry says.
Investigators are working to determine
You're
where the
beyond
other
repair.
items may have been purchased. Former Pinal County, Arizona Sheriff Mark Lamb joins me now. Sheriff Lamb, thank you so much for joining us. So we now know officially
We're
that
going to arm
investigators are
wrestle
looking at
Chopper
more than
next
one
Tuesday if
person
he
being
gets it.
involved in this
He shows
case,
up.
which echoes what FBI Director
They give him the
Captain Tell had
advantage.
previously said when he used the phrase persons of interest. So how significant is this detail to you?
Well, Carly, I think that there's been an accomplice all the way along, whether it was somebody that gave inside information as to where she would be, where the cameras were on the house. These are tough crimes to pull off by yourself, a one-person thing. I firmly believe that there's...
Yeah, like how did he get her in? How would he get her in the car and then keep her there if he didn't have an accomplice?
To find some resolution to this case.
Did he
drug her or something? Yeah.
Or tie wrap her hands, handcuff
See
him?
the amount of calls that are coming in because of that. And all it takes is one lead to break this case open.
Yeah, that's a really good point. It's easier to find 2 people than 1, 3 people even better, because, you know, the more people, the more mistakes.
But I
that can
still
be
don't
made.
know. There's
And
no
also, I wanna
motive.
bring this up because President Trump, he spoke to
Even if they wanted to punish her, they would let her know.
Sure.
You know,
Show the
don't
punishment,
this.
something, yeah.
high publicity surrounding this case and what that could do to the investigation. Listen to this.
I didn't like when they were talking about going after the pacemaker and you know, before they even started going after it, they're coming and reporting it. So if in fact they could do it that way, the person would say, well, I'm not going to let that happen, right? So bad things would happen if he did not going to let that happen. I can't imagine why they would have done that. And just in terms of strategy, just one little piece, I don't know, but we have to start reporting on.
He's right. You tell him we're coming after the pacemaker. They're gonna rip it out.
Pacemaker off. Yep.
Sheriff Lamb, you know, we're all following every single detail and every nugget of this case as
I wonder if she's
investigators are
alive.
giving us this information or it's being uncovered. But that also means that the
Where are the
kidnappers
psychics
as well.
now?
You know, we know about the pacemaker,
Really?
Those are the phone calls coming in,
so
probably.
psychologically, you have to wonder.
Trusted
what
local
that does to
fiduciary
somebody who
advisors,
has committed
TrajanWealth.com.
Hi, Tom Martino here. Welcome. Let's talk. We have on the line with us a woman who bought a 2011 Chevy Tahoe with an extended warranty, had problems shortly after. Right now, she's having a transmission problem. So here's the bottom line. What shop is it in right now, Lindsay?
The dealership, Corf, Fort Morgan.
Okay, it's
dealership.
back at Corp. Okay, so your latest problem is with the transmission. It's back at Corf, and what are they saying to do?
So they originally didn't want to replace the transmission, for me to pick it up, for it to break down on me a second time, and then now they are wanting to put a remanufactured transmission in there.
That would
but
be
not
wonderful.
Cover any of the other, yeah, but not cover any of the other slew of problems that's wrong with my vehicle.
Okay, they want to put. Hold on. They want to do a remanufactured transmission, which is great. What are the other? Literally, not us. Don't say a slew, and don't give me every little tiny one. But what are the major problems other than the transmission?
The catalytic converter was bad.
Yeah, but hold on. Just so you know, catalytic converters are not covered under any warranty ever. Okay.
Right.
Okay. So,
No.
But you think they should cover that?
Absolutely, because
Why?
I believe that they sold it to me knowing that it was bad, because I've only had my vehicle. I haven't even put 20,000 miles on my vehicle since I purchased it.
Okay, so other than the
I've
cat,
only
what?
had it for
Okay,
10 months.
no, that's fine. I understand. I don't think you're going to get that cat covered by anyone. It's not covered, and there's no way they would have known it was bad. No way. There's no way they would have known. So they want. I'm not sticking up for them, by the way. I'm on your side. I need to know the other problems, the rebuilt transmission, but they won't address the other issues. I want to know the other issues that we should harp on them about.
Most of it would be like you said, smaller things like the a CV axle seal, power.
That's not
power
covered.
steering,
That's not covered under warranty either. See, I think this. How many miles on this 2011 Chevy Tahoe?
It now has 145,000.
Okay, I think it's unreasonable. It's just my opinion. I think it's unreasonable to say, I don't want you to fix the transmission unless you fix everything. I truly believe that some of these items you're talking about are normal for a Chevy Tahoe with 145,000 miles. You're saying they knew it when they sold it to us, but what I'm saying is, so what? It's not cheating you to sell you a 2011 Chevy Tahoe with 140,000 miles on it. It's not cheating if there are a few things wrong with it. Now, they tried to cover something up where they literally lied to you about it. That's different. But I think, first and foremost, you should take that rebuilt transmission and then take it somewhere else to get these other problems fixed. And then at the very most I think you can do is ask them to chip in for that. They're not going to, because the stuff you're talking about, the seals, the cat, and other things are things that are normal, right, Kevin?
Fairly normal for 140, 150.
Yeah, it's not something that I believe I don't think it's fair to call it a lemon because of that. But the transmission, I am thrilled they're willing to do that. Did they do the rebuild transmission yet, or are they yet to do that, or did you tell them not to? Where does that stand?
They have yet to do it because I have to give them approval first.
Give them approval.
Do it.
Give them approval. It's the best. I mean, that's a great. Look at the transmission's a major component. It's got 145,000 miles. If they're going to put in a rebuilt transmission, that's great. And I don't think those other problems are going to cost a lot of money to fix.
Right. I think it was more the principle of the matter, because they did just recently change ownership, and even the general manager there that I've talked to. Yeah, even the general manager I talked to there said that around the time that I had purchased my vehicle, there was a lot of shady dealings, is the words that he used.
But Lindsay,
and so
Lindsay,
that's
there's
why
not Lindsay.
I feel that way.
Lindsay, you called me out of nowhere, and I promise you, I have no connection to Corf whatsoever. And what I am telling you is this: no, seriously, what I'm telling you is this: that this car, with this many miles, the Tahoe's a good vehicle. Those things that you say are wrong with it, that I know it's a pain in the ass for you and you just bought it, but they're not unusual problems. And I would not be worried about this vehicle. If they put in that transmission, I would take that transmission, give them clearance, take it somewhere else to be fixed with the other stuff. And I want to tell you something. This is really careful. I hope that, and I'm glad they didn't pull this, but as a new owner, I'll bet you, I'm 99% sure they would not be responsible to you. And I'll tell you why. Whenever a corporation takes over a business, they usually have their own corporation. The old corporation gets out of it. The new corporation takes it over. And even though it carries the same name and it's the same location, they do not necessarily inherit the old problems. They're not legally bound by them. So this is a tenuous situation. They could have thrown up their hands and said, "Hey, Lindsay, you dealt with the old ownership. We don't have any responsibility to you. So tough." I mean, they really could have done that. When you told me a new owner, I thought, my God, you really better take that rebuilt transmission. Yep. Listen, you should feel good about it, Lindsay. Maybe that old dealer was a piece of crap. But I'm going to tell you something. Be happy this new dealer is willing to do this. I would call him up immediately and say,
call right now.
I would hang. That's right. Call right now and say, I want that used transmission put in, and then take it somewhere else for all the other stuff. Really, that is exactly what I would do. And no, I would not expect them to pay for that other stuff because it's not covered. It's normal wear and tear. And that's just the way it is. We got more coming up on the Troubleshooter Show. Stick around. 303-713-8255. She's really was nitpicking, man. They're
now,
putting in a freaking
impact traffic.
So you know what? You're right.
Here's a look at your afternoon commute. There's a crash blocking
They could have
the
told
two
her
right
to go
lanes on
get
eastbound I-70
the
at
hell with
Kipling,
you,
with
lady.
backups to Ward. An accident on westbound I-270 approaching Vasquez, and the northbound I-25 off-ramp to Lincoln is closed for transit hub work until Monday morning. I-25 seen slowing in both directions heading into downtown Denver. With a look at traffic, I'm Vita Urbonis.
This report is sponsored by Taking a Walk Podcast.
I'm Buzz Knight, host of the Taking a Walk Podcast. Step with us into the world of music. I bring you up-close conversations with new and legendary musicians. For one of the best music interview podcasts, listen to Taking a Walk on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey, if you're looking for a steel building, some people call them metal buildings. They're for a barn, a garage, a riding arena, an airplane hangar, a shop, a warehouse. Listen, one thing I'm going to tell you, okay, and this is really for sure. Don't ever go to these people that say, oh, we represent the factory, unless you know for sure they represent the factory. Because most of the time they're lying about that. What I'm telling you is Great Western Buildings is a true factory in Colorado, and they're handling and dealing with all 50 states with 100% American steel, guaranteed for life. That's what you get with GreatWesternBuildings.com. In fact, they employ like 130 people here in Colorado. So if you want genuine American steel, GreatWesternBuildings.com. For some reason, my database took a crap, my Airtable. I don't know what's going on with it, but yeah, but what I did was I retired last year and did a new one. But it's not coming up. I'm just going to hope it's a temporary burble. We're unable to accept the invite. I don't even know what the fuck that means. Okay, I'll just hope it comes back. There's always something with technology. I swear to God, there's always something.
We're fighting a new alignment machine we updated. The machine is capable of compensating for so many things. It's uncomfortable for us because we're used to.
Is it a new machine or new software?
Machine.
Oh.
It's the next level up.
And it's so good that you're not used to it.
Machine being able to think for itself.
Okay.
Compensate for different things, and we're doubting the accuracy of this and that because the computer's overriding some stuff. So they're assuring us that this is absolute 100%. Said he did things this one way for 10, 15 years, and then they want you to.
Yep. Exactly.
Not so much.
So airtable.com is not even available. It's like the main site. So that's really weird. Yeah, something's wrong with Airtable. Son of a bitch. I'll just have to mess with it later. Luckily, it's the end of the show. Now, see what I'm going to do? I'm going to take this, I'm going to go to this, and I'm going to go to a new chat, and I'll put this on there. My Airtable. And it went. And it instructed me to refresh the page. And I got this. Let's see what it tells me. I love, this is where it shines. This is where it shines. This is almost always a session permission mismatch. Airtable thinks you're trying to accept a shared workspace, but your current login session doesn't match.
That's kind of the message set. What is that?
Fully log out and clear the session, then get back in. How do I log out, for God's sakes? That's the problem. I can't even log out.
You're stuck.
Shut up. Fucking troublemaker.
Glue him to the chair. Stuck.
You troublemaker piece of crap. You mother.
Appreciate it.
Hey, shut up.
Thrives on those kind of.
Shut up.
He looks at it like a compliment.
Okay, so I'm at airtable.com right now.
It was caulking.
Talk about it on Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW.
Hi, Tom Martino here. Welcome to the show. All right, so we have some text to get to here. So one guy said, parasitic drain, disconnect the negative cable, put an amp meter between the negative cable and the negative terminal, so you interrupt the negative flow, and pull fuses until the parasitic draw goes away.
Yep.
That's a poor man's way of doing it.
Simplified, yeah. You just got some cars. You just got to make sure everything's asleep, and close the door latches because you don't want to open the door and then the modules wake up again. So, yeah.
Hey, Tom, the Supreme Court told Biden he could not forgive student loans, but he did it anyway. Trump ought to do the same with tariffs. Didn't you say where he said
he's going to put 10% across the board? Yeah, he said he's allowed to.
Okay. By the way, I think it's too early to declare tariffs over. Trump will find another way. That's what this guy said. And then he says here, Uncle Kevin is the best Sheridan Auto Tech. Okay, they had a great experience with you, but I'm not sure he didn't say what case it was. Hey, Martino, have you ever, never mind, that's weird. Okay, so, I read these cold. Let me go back to my repairs because I did have some. when I get to it here, let me find it. Here it is. Okay, sorry. Some more electrical issue questions that we had. We were talking about the alternator and the not charging. Why does the radio fuse keep blowing all of a sudden? Just all of a sudden. It starts repeatedly blowing. Why would that happen?
Depending on what else is hooked up to that circuit. I mean, typical cigarette lighter's plugged up to it as well. You know, or the 12-volt port. Make sure there's nothing like a penny or something stuck in there.
Okay.
Or it could be because he's tuned into the Troubleshooter Show.
Okay. That's true. Sometimes my car starts. Sometimes it just clicks. Sometimes it's intermittent. Yep. What does that mean?
Typically a connection at the battery or starter starting to go out.
So if a starter's starting to go out, it just doesn't go out?
No, it can different temperatures, the connection will be made, and it gets colder, hotter, it'll lose connection, and you know, it takes just a little bit extra voltage, it'll get past that bad connection. There's typically starter.
Now, Trump, I think, did an executive order on this. I think he did, to get rid of the golf cart mode in the cars. I didn't know you could do that with an executive order. But anyway, I'm told that cars no longer have to be manufactured with that automatic start and off when it comes to an idle. But I wanted to ask you about that. So the other day I had it. I usually turn it off so the car always runs, right? Sure. But the other day I used it. I was at Starbucks, it turned off. Then I just tap the gas or just take my foot off the brake, it starts up. What cues it to start up? I mean, sometimes you only have to take your foot off the brake and
Yeah, it's actually in that brake light switch.
It's not in the gas pedal switch?
No.
Okay. Then I want to know this. Does that put a strain on the starter?
Oh, absolutely.
It's using the starter 100 times a day.
Absolutely. Yeah. And they're not cheap. You know, we talked about the one Mitsubishi.
So, you know,
$4,000 to put.
So it really is a starter issue because the starter is going on all the time.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Just going to wear it out.
I wondered about that if it was any other kind of a system.
And it's not saving anything.
It's ridiculous. Okay. So that answers my question about that one. By the way, let me go down to this one. My power steering went stiff. Okay, what does usually cause a sudden failure of power steering?
You could lose the belt on the power steering pump. You could lose fluid.
But that belt isn't on everything else?
Depending on the car, it is one serpentine belt. You're right. You do lose others. I mean, typically it's low fluid pressure. So whatever would cause a pump to fail or lack of fluid.
Okay. Anyway, that's it for these kinds of questions. We're running out of time, so I'm going to remind you, you can call 303-MARTINO at any time, 303-627-8466, and get in line for the next show. Sheridan Auto Tech was our guest. That's SheridanAutoTech.com. Uncle Kevin, 303-455-7242. Save all your problems for me.